booty boogie, booty boogie, booty boogie.
Exclamation mark uptime.
Luna says later, Ched jam booty, dance Maya dance.
Babe.
Phew.
Knock, knock, knock. Knock, knock, knock. Hello. Oh.
Catherine, blink 3 times if you're in danger.
Blinkerton 3 times in a row is all I heard. All right.
Props.
Who insists? Ooh, all right. Oh, no, my water. Frick. Outside. Choo. Hello, everybody. My goodness gracious. What's the house? What's going on, everybody? Hello. How are you all doing today? My goodness gracious, everyone. Hi. 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 Oh. Hello. Oh, hello. Did anyone else do this as a kid to seem more evil and mysterious? This pose appeared in like every cartoon I watched as a kid. A villain would go, yes. Like Mr. Burns would do this. Like Randall from Recess would do this. The weird little deer from Adventure Time would remove his hooves and do this. What was this? Yes. Anytime someone online is like how I picture Anonymous, right? On 4chan, they're sitting there in a fedora and like a kimono, and they're going,
invisible Play-Doh snakes.
well played, sir. But you have yet to face, or they sit with like the Ikari. They sit with like the Evangelion. They hit the pose with their glasses. That and the invisible Play-Doh, it's always like, ha 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 ha. But like, what is this? Like, was I don't, like, where did this come from? Where did this pose originate? Like, what was was there like a real person, like a real like oil baron that like famously would like, first, children, I'm gonna steal the schools, and then what I'm going to... Like, is this just, like, considered,
Calculating.
Yeah, but, like, calculating what? Are they abacusing their fingers? Is it, like, the mental abacus I see the kids do? 323,971. But, like... I don't think I've genuinely...
Evil plan.
Evil plan? But, like, I've only ever seen it in, like cartoons. Even if it's a movie, it's like a cartoonish villain. It's a Dr. Evil move. It's a... I don't know. I've never actually seen someone hit like the... hits the Gendo Ikari. Just like the plotting. And like, it wasn't even like they're gloving or tutting. You know, they're not doing the cool Doctor Strange. They're not casting spells. That means you don't surround yourself by evil. Oh, is that a thing in evil circles? Is that the thing? Is that like what, you know, you go to, I've never been to O Block in Chicago, but are the kids just plotting on a stoop?
Repping on me, cuh.
They're just sitting there like, they're like, damn. Bro's plotting right now. Just like 20 dudes sitting in their car. I come in your set repping on me, cut. Yo! Hi, Vinci. Hello, everybody. How are you all doing today? How is everybody going on this fine Thursday? I hope all of your weeks are going really well.
Hi, Boo.
My goodness gracious. I hope you're doing it. Moving, grooving, schmooving, baby. That's what it's all about, right? Hi, Yeb. Hello, everybody. My goodness gracious. Oh, Yeb, I got your hat on. My goodness gracious, everybody. I feel like I put all of my hats inside of my closet. I got like these, I call them my door suspenders. It looks like a nice pair of like, like a pair of suspenders, but you put it on your door and you could just hang all your hats up on it. And so I have too many hats, as you all seen, from the t-shirt hat stream day. But I keep seeing clips of that and I'm just like, yeah, I'm like 18 inches wider. Yo, dictionary. Yo, what's up, baby? Last time, how was, weren't you just in Japan? Are you back? Are you home? Oh, I saw your name. I swear to God, I didn't finish reading your sentence. I swear to God, I saw your name. Just got back from Japan. That's so funny.
I'm home.
I was like, oh shit, that guy was gone. What up, dude? You're home? Let's fucking go. Okay. Quick question. What was the best thing you ate? What was the best thing you ate? And what was your least favorite thing you did? What was your favorite thing you ate? And what was the most, or I shouldn't say least favorite. What was the most overrated thing in Japan? I'm always curious what people would say is overrated. I'm curious. It's so fun. Hi, everybody. I'm picking up an Uber Eats order at my favorite poke spot and fighting the urge. Anonymous gifter, what the frick? What the frick? At my favorite poke spot, fighting the urge not to get something there. Okay, that's pretty dope, though. Okay, that's pretty dope. Yo, Anonymous with a motherfucking 5 bomb. Let's go, dude. Thank you so much, Anonymous. Thank you so much, Anonymous. Could be one of you. Multiple mooses.
Bamboo forest
That's
in
so cool.
Kyoto, overrated. Best thing I ate. Truffle ramen at Usagi in Tokyo.
What was it? I like the bamboo forest because then it was also in the same place you could go to like the Monkey Mountain. I like that. I really like that day trip. The Arashiyama bamboo forest. Was that it? The street bamboo forest is on is goated. Yeah, it's the Arayash. I feel like I'm forgetting a syllable in there. The little village and everywhere, like we had some of the best udon in that area. Like it was like a tiny little home, and that's where we had udon there. That was like the most clean broth, like just most refreshing broth after like a mountain hike all day in the sun and like kind of humidity. Like, oh God, that udon was so fucking good. And then the person that was working there was like the sweetest woman. We like tried to speak as best as we can in Japanese, and she came back and gave us like a little, like an origami crane to go. Love that. Yeah, I loved that whole area. The bamboo forest itself, I did like a lot of it. It felt more limited. Like it was really cool and grand. I think it would be better if you were like,
Hell yeah, Craig!
with a lot of those spots. I think I don't necessarily maybe agree fully, but I think yeah, because like every big tourist spot would be so much better if there just weren't tourists. Like that's kind of the only reason. The bamboo forest was dope, but it was like almost like moving through a herd of people, and you kind of like get to go up to a railing and you're like, wow, a million people everywhere around you. So like I do kind of agree, but when we went to Monkey Mountain, it was a little more, there were tourists everywhere, but there were so many more monkeys just everywhere. I loved that whole day trip to go to Monkey Mountain. I love that one.
Been to. Probably the Saihoji Temple close by there. It requires a reservation, but it's so quiet and peaceful.
That's so fun.
The
That's
monkeys
so
were the
fun.
best.
All of the yeah, I really liked all of the temples and everything that we had gone to see. Yeah, so much fun. That was so fun. I'm glad you had a good time, homie. I'm glad you had a good
Cat
time.
Island in Japan
That's
is
so sick.
AAAA.
Oh, we didn't go to Cat Island. We went to the Lucky Cat Temple, though. That's so sick, man. I'm glad you had a great time. Hell yeah, Cranes. Remember how ridiculous the restaurants were in that street? Yeah, it is so crazy. All of like anywhere near like a temple or a walk or anywhere, you'd go by and you're like, why would anyone stand in a line for like a $20, you know, something when like everything is so cheap. Food is so cheap everywhere. Why would I spend, you know, why would I put down 10,000 yen on like a bottle of water and an ice cream cone? That makes no sense. And then all of a sudden, like 5.5 hours later, after you like climbed up a mountain in the humidity with like no cold drinks or water, by the time you make your way back down, you're like, I don't give a shit. $60 ice cream cone. Please give it to me right now. I don't give a fuck about anything. Give me that. Give me the fucking candy strawberry for $10. Please. Please.
Hey!
Please. I'll put on lipstick first. It'll be great. It wasn't that much. I'm exaggerating for the effect of... I'm being hyperbolic.
OCW.
But hello, Chad. How was all your Thursdays today? I hope everyone is having a wonderful
When
day
I
today.
discovered Daifuku.
Booty.
Oh man, when you discovered that, it was game over for strawberries. Bad day to be an Ichigo. Bad day to be an Ichigo.
What was your Wednesday like?
My Wednesday was not productive at all. I've been having a lot of anxiety lately. And so on days where I'm not streaming, I've been very overwhelmed with just a lot personal business, all the just life in all of its wonderful Venn diagrams. I've just been very stressed. And so yesterday was a lot of like, I should do this. Like a lot of things like I do this for 5 minutes. I'm wasting my time. I should do this for 5 minutes. I'm wasting my time. So I have like half done laundry, half done cleaning, half done OBS, half done art, half done writing, half done this, half done this. And then I took a bath. And then I felt bad for taking a bath. So just the whole day yesterday was just stress. It was a day off and I stressed for maybe about 95% of the
Life
day.
is amazingly crushing, overwhelming, and
Like I had
endless
zero
with
goals to
such
accomplish and I still underachieved. But you know what? We're here today and today is a new day. So far, my goal for today was to stream. I made it on time. I've been drinking water yesterday and today. I've been sipping on this this big thermos that I got, and I've been drinking a lot of water. Yeah, that's really about it. That was my yesterday. Didn't do too much. I've been watching the new season of Love on the Spectrum. Oh, chat. You all know my love of Love on the Spectrum. It is such a delicate show that can be instantly cruel and like evil for so many different reasons. But man, is it not just captivating television that I still go back and forth on like this is the most evil facet of humanity. Like to take advantage, but like who am I to say who's being taken advantage? Like I think like the more that I watch it every season, I'm like, this is crazy. This is such a crazy show, and I think it is so well executed that I find it endlessly fascinating. I've always talked about how much I love Love on the Spectrum. This season is no different. I'm not done with it, but gosh, the new guy they have on it this season, Logan, is in my mind. I want him to succeed so badly, and I find everyone on the show just so fascinating. I love all of them. I hope they all find love. I really do. They're more worthy of love than half the people on this planet, you know? It's just it's such an interesting look into not my life, you know? To approach the show with empathy, right? To approach it as living in someone else's shoes, it seems like such a far leap, but it really isn't. We all want the same things, no matter how our brains work. It's just so wild to me. It's so wild to me. I can't stop watching the show. It's fascinating. I don't know. What a time to be alive. I couldn't have said it better myself.
And David.
What happened to wait, is that a spoiler? I don't know anything that happened. Wait, what happened wait, I don't want to know. Wait, did they break up?
Bro.
Wait, no. Is that on the show? I'm only a couple episodes
Oh, come
in.
on.
No. No. I only know because of Instagram. Well, yeah, that's real life. I don't follow social medias of anyone. Dang, that's so sad. She's the one who got the Emmy nomination. She's the one who got the Emmy nomination for singing Boyfriend Forever. God, this season is fast. Is anyone watching this season? I think I'm only on like episode 4. I think I'm on episode 4 or 5. But my
think she
goodness
still has the
gracious.
Emmy,
At least
I
she still
guess.
has the Emmy. I don't think I don't think she won. I don't think she won yet. I think it was just, well, the show was nominated and it was her song was nominated, but I don't think she won. I could be wrong though. Maybe she does have the Emmy. Maybe she does. But as far as I know, I don't think they're on the new season at all. Obviously, for probably traumatic reasons. But man, what a show! There's the only one that I haven't seen yet. So please don't tell me if she is. But she was my absolute
Well, at least
favorite.
she has the
Madison was one of my
nomination.
favorites last season. I loved Madison, and I still think that her and Tyler are like, I love them to death. I wish them all the happiness in the world. They are the most amazing couple on that show. I love them. I think they're fascinating. I love them. Cannot get enough. God, I hope Perry is okay. God, I
What
hope
about
Perry's
Perry?
okay. Perry was my
Is
literal
Perry
goat
back?
from last season. I just hope Perry is okay. I hope she's back. I hope because I hope she found love and is fine. She doesn't need to be on the show anymore. She was my absolute favorite. I don't know. I haven't seen Perry. I'm only on like episode 4 or so. I don't know if she comes back. I don't want to know. I want to just start screaming. I just want to start screaming on my couch, jumping up and down like, yay!
She's back, but she's well smile.
She is such the goat. I loved Perry to death. I still say how Teamantic all the time. Like it is still one of my vocal stems from now what is about like a year ago, right? Can't get enough of it. Cannot get enough of it. It's so funny. Just trying to find her tea princess. But like I said, I cannot stop watching this season. It is so fascinating to me. I've been loving it. If you liked it and didn't know, it's out. I haven't watched anything else. I'm waiting until shows are out before I have to watch them,
Hi,
because what
Booty.
I'm not
Love
about to
you,
do
Booty.
is start watching The Boys'
My only
final
exposure
season.
to these shows
They do
is
like
through you
4
and
episodes. They're like, hey, we're going to take a 3-month break. Not doing it. Don't care. I've avoided all this. I don't think there's any spoilers. I don't really have the social medias built for like shows and show spoilers. So yeah, I'm just sitting there. I'm waiting for Invincible. I'm waiting for The Boys. I just want them all to be out and then I'll watch them. I'm not doing I'm going to wait a week to I can't do it anymore. I don't want to do it. No, thank you. Hi Red Halo dude. How are you doing?
I do the same thing.
What? Yo, Snowy Inn, let's fucking go, dude. There were so many 80 stream watch streaks, too. Thank you, everyone, for all your 80 stream watch streaks. The fuck? Cajun Rabbit Keth? Crazy.
I was so happy when I realized Wonder Man was all dropped at once.
Everyone can't... Yeah, I just feel like I'm like out on superhero stuff, you know? I don't know. The switch clicked on in my head. Same thing with like Star Wars, Marvel stuff. Ever since Disney owned it, like Disney's owned Marvel for a minute. It's one of the, I don't know how to, it's like playing an MMO, right? Or playing like a daily mobile gacha game where like you're playing, you get your daily rewards. It's just a part of your life. Like even if you don't play it, you still open it, log in, do dailies, do that. But then like, you just tune out for like, maybe life happens, something happens, you go on vacation for a couple weeks, 2 weeks, a month, and it just, once like that thing just doesn't become a part of your repertoire, your routine, anything, you just
Marvel.
it just like it feels like so much effort to get back into it, like, and it really doesn't. It's popcorn movies, right? Like, it's nothing crazy, but like I just have zero interest in it. Like, you know, a while ago, even when I didn't have an interest, the concept of like all of the Marvel stuff, movies, like I love big blockbuster popcorn films for people to go. Like, sure, I'll love the Avengers' Infinity Wars and Endgames. Like, I'll go because they're big. Like, it's fun to go for those.
I'm years
But now I
past
just
caring
don't
about
care.
anything superhero
I just
or superhero adjacent.
don't care. I just don't care. I think like it was consistent with like a quality dip. Like before it was at least like, oh, well, they wouldn't put it out if it wasn't going to be like good, right? And there was like a long stretch in there where it's like, oh, My last plug for it, Wonder Man isn't about superpowers, it's a guy auditioning for an acting role. No, I get it, but like it's more so not even like when I say a superhero movie, what I really am just meaning is like the world around a superhero stuff, because there's been shows that are like superhero adjacent, tertiary, you know, ones like, oh, we're working in the lab, we're working in Bruce Wayne, we're working in the Bruce building, we're Bruce Wayne's, you know, car mechanics. Like there's even something like even superhero adjacent stuff, I just feel like, I don't know how to describe it to me. Like
Marvel is oversaturating its universe.
But it's like not just Marvel, because it's also like even the DC James Gunn stuff. Like, yeah, I'm excited. Like Superman was a lot of fun. Like, oh boy, I like Peacemaker. And now I'm just like, I would rather the genre be anything else. I think that's what it is. It's just like the genre envelope of everything. It's so ubiquitous that other movies completely unrelated to it at all are being like lumped into it. Like Marvel humor schlock is like just a term that people will use to describe non-superhero movies in any capacity, right? And it just is like, I think it's just so, the style of movie, television show, filmmaking, like oh, well, it's tertiary superheroes. I just find it to be as like, I don't know, it's so boring. It's like after Game of Thrones when everything was like a medieval, gritty, realistic sex, penis, boob show. And it just was like, it's another one of those. You know, Hunger Games came out. Suddenly there's a million other copycats of Battle Royale of kids in an arena killing each other with weapons. Like, it just became like a thing that everyone, even if it was unrelated, right? Like, oh yeah, sure, it's a show about a guy trying to get an acting job. That sounds fun. But it's also tied inside of the world where there's superhero. Like, I just wish it was its own thing. You know? Like, they could have just made a different Barry. Barry with, instead of an assassin, an alien comes. And they have alien powers. Just, I feel like things need to have an associated IP. Even if it's not good. It just, like, you can't make something original. It needs to be like, well, this is a great story, but like, can you just like attach it to something and just pick something in Marvel? Just pick something in Marvel. Like, it doesn't matter if it's big. We can turn anything into money. Just pick something and like make it work. Like, it's just, it feels, I don't know. It's how I feel about like movie remakes where when they just like, just call it anything else. Just make it a new movie. Just, why are you calling it a sequel? Just make a new movie that's like this. Like, instead of Gladiator 2, just make a different Gladiator movie. I don't need to know that he's the Russell Crowe. It doesn't matter. Just make a different movie. I'm not asking you what happened to the lineage of Maximus at all. I just literally want to know, why has no one else made a giant Ridley Scott Coliseum Gladiator movie? We have the technology, but like, why does it have to be Gladiator 2? It could have just been, call it Coliseum, has no relation to the first Gladiator movie. I am still in there. I just make it something else. It doesn't need to connect to something that exists already. That's I think where the root of it all stems from, the etymology of just why I just don't care anymore for like superheroes or Star Wars like I used to. I just wish, like, instead of making a new Star Wars, you just make make the same story, but take out all the references to Star Wars and just give them new names. That's it. Just do what exists, but like make it different and call it something else. And I'll be like, whoa, who can't just like, I want to see that more than Star Wars 95th TV show. I think that's why I really liked Andor, but it's literally Star Wars. It's literally connected to the Star Wars IP. Exactly. Take Andor, make it about anything but Star Wars, and it would be a good show. Anything about it. But like, it has to be connected to a IP to exist. If they were to just take Andor, remove it from Star Wars completely, it would like just do that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you have a foundation for a good show, but you have to make it connected to Star Wars. Why? Just make something else. Like, just call it something new. I'm tired of everything needing to fit into a puzzle box of like something that already exists. Like, you have an original story there with Andor, right? You have an original story, but, it's literally a direct relation to a canonical mainline entry into the Star Wars movie cinematic universe. Like, it is literally directly connected and influenced to it. It may be a different vibe, a different story, but that's my problem. It's a different vibe, a different story, a different medium that it's never, right? But it's Star Wars. Like, that's the thing. It's you have this whole package, and then they're like, plus Star Wars. And I just find that so tiring, so gratuitous. You have a good story, but it's also in the same world as The Flash. Whoa, now they can mention superheroes, but they're not superheroes. It's real people. But like, you're in the world. Like, I just don't care. And that's where I'm at. I just find it so, it's the plus IP on top of an original story that I'm just like, so
Honored.
it just, that's where you instantly lose me. I see a lot of movies in theaters and I'm like, okay, this looks original. First time I see a trailer, I'm like, okay, this looks fun. And then all of a sudden it's like, it hits you with something like, is this like a sequel? And then all of a sudden, boom, it's a 2, or, oh, it's in the same world as this. And I'm like, God damn it. Like, I just don't care. Nothing needs to be a trilogy, quadrilogy, cinematic universe. I just miss original things not needing to be tied to it. Does that make sense? Am I explaining myself too cyclically? Does anyone disagree with me? Let me know so I can ban you.
Mm-hmm.
And I think for the most part, like most original shows like that
Sense made +2.
would always work. Like, take any of the tertiary, Marvel Star Wars shows that have come out and just make it about anything else. Make it about anything else that isn't those things. And not only, I think, would they still hold up, but they would be heralded as like great works of like creative fiction. Like, we need more things that are like a gritty, realistic war movie with intrigue and plot, but in space. Like, instead of but it's Star Wars, I just wish it would be, but it's science fiction, but it's in space. Like there's so many books out there that do that. Nothing needs to constantly connect to an existing thing. Just drives me crazy. It drives me crazy. The concept of like, all magic and witches and magical weapons, like, that's existed forever. I understand, but I'm fine watching infinite things in the Marvel universe, and I guess that's fair. It is purely how I feel and my personal tastes, which are not objective by any means. And so yeah, I realize that they're just not for me, and that's what I mean by they're not for me. I'm just tired of like, oh yeah, it's this great thing, and Star Wars. Oh, it's this great thing, and it's also tied
Lost in
into.
Space was a nice series.
I agree, but for space, I'd love a return to the Firefly vision.
As much as hype as everyone is for the animated Firefly series, the time has passed. No shade. I would like. I just don't. In this modern climate, I just don't trust anything. I just don't trust it. Like, I don't trust it. I think maybe once big studios realize that original is what a lot of people want now, we may see a goal there, but there is going to be no original stuff. That's the problem. Is movies cost the cost of a movie now is unrealistic, and it's only continuing to get worse. Like the reason that IPs are attached to things because it's the only way that they'll be greenlit to be made. Like movies cost so much to be made now. They're done. Not every director, but most like film was expensive and heavy and cumbersome. So when old directors shot up to shoot a movie, they'd be like, "Great, we're doing this. We're rehearsing everything like a play, blocking it down to the T. We got 1 shot to film this, maybe 2. Get it right, or you're fired. We quit." So like things were done so cheaply and well made. Nowadays it's like there is infinite options for doing things. There's billions more people working on technical things, graphics, special effects. Advertising alone, like a film costs 100 million, you spend 100 million on advertising. Easy. You think you make 200 million to break even? No, you only get half of it because the theater companies and people need to get paid. So for your $100 million movie, you need to make $400 million to break even. You know how many original teen buddy comedies can make $400 million? Go on. I'll wait. Like there's just no room for small movies. All the small movies that used to be like, you know, these independent studios busting out a $5-10 million comedy, make it up in VHS sales and rentals, that doesn't
That's
exist.
why we don't get random fun comedy.
How did all those early 2000 wedding comedy movies make so much money? Well, those were like the last of their kind. Studios were giving people like Judd Apatow couple $10 million, and he just happened to be with like some of the funniest people around, like the Adam McKay and Will Ferrell combo, and then the Judd Apatow verse. Like those movies were made so cheaply because they were comedians. You know, people didn't have to pay. The comedians weren't the Will Smiths. You know, they weren't the Tom Cruises. You know, banking sales. It was like, oh, there's that funny guy with his shirt in the cowbell from SNL in a movie about fraternities with Owen Wilson's brother. Yeah, okay, yeah, I'll go, yeah, sure. But all those movies made all of their money like aftermarket. Most comedies, other than like the Adam McKays and the Judd Apatows, would bomb. Not bomb. They were made to be not for like the global theater audience. They were made to be like cult classics bought at video stores for teenagers and adults who get high and drink. Because like factoring in like DVD sales, where like, you know, nowadays streaming doesn't pay shit. Like you don't get dick for a company when you stream your movie, right? You get like a one-time fee for an extended cut. Say you made a $4 million movie, it made $1 million with zero marketing in the theater, because why? You would get like over the course of the next 5 years, maybe 5, 10, $20 million in DVD sales, like 60, 50 million in just DVD sales alone. Like, especially if it was like like the sexy teen comedies, all of those that would have the unrated DVD where people would get the DVD specifically because you couldn't see it in theaters. That was like a whole DVD marketing scheme and tactic. And, like, yeah, DVD sales outweighed like so much of those comedies, but now there's no obvious big DVD sales. And so there's like a whole long-term revenue success of like a $10 million movie makes $1 million, considered a bomb now, the studio would close. They just lose money. Everyone's fired. But like back in the day, that DVD would sit on the shelf generating $5 million a year. So all they had to do was make a dumb comedy. 3 years later, they're still profiting. Everything else is good. But like they don't see the long terms like that, because they would make one huge big tentpole production to keep their profits up and then give a bunch of these low seed planters just like a farm that then would grow up into be a huge cash crop for all of them. But now all those cash crops, they don't have a revenue for it. Now it's like, we'll give you $1,000 to be able to play this movie for 3 months on Netflix. And they're like, fuck, I guess. Friends cast made $10 million. Well, okay, so with Friends specifically, if you were to look at how things work, Friends is like so far on the other end of the bell curve of unrealistic television expectations. Even in modern TV syndication, the Friends deal, by their last season, the Friends deal is like the most outlier for a TV production possibly ever, not just of the time, but like unheard of is basically what I'm getting at.
That's
Like
true.
Friends is so hard to compare to anything else because it is such an outlier to everything. Grandma's Boy bombed at most Adam Sandler comedies were not box office sensations. I think like was it Billy Madison that came out first was like one of the only ones that did maybe okay.
I lump
But like
friends in
all
with
of the
stuff
others
like
up
S
until
Club
like
7.
Big Daddy were like not even considered remotely viable for like anyone older than like a teenager, right? They're like the Michael Jackson of TV shows. They are up there. I don't know. There probably would be a time. I don't know how many languages Friends would be translated into. But I know that it is one of the more popular shows that other people have learned English from. I lump Friends in with stuff like S Club 7. S Club 7 is so weird to me because the only thing in America that they're known for is they had a TV show that was known for, why are they British? They're a pop group and they're British. They're not the Spice Girls. It just felt so random. They had a TV show, probably, obviously, it was played here in America and it was so confusing. S Club 6, now RIP. Oh yeah, one of them's gone, huh? I can't believe one of them joined ISIS and now they're just S Club 6. Why do you lump Friends in with like S Club 7? But yeah, Grandma's Boy, all of those like Adam Sandler executive produced, all of those movies, yeah, were just, I mean, he's even said them. They're made so that him and his friends could go on vacation for like a month or two. It's just like, yeah, we're gonna film this movie in Hawaii. What's it about? I don't know, a couple of old guys and their wives and learning about and laughing and being fathers and
Schneider is a
talking with their wives and like poop, a lot of fart and yelling about poop. Rob Schneider is the carrot. The Mummy would like a word about location vacation shooting. What happened with the Mummy? The new Mummy? Tom Cruise's Mummy? The Mummy 2? The Mummy, the Toomey? The old Mummy was only shot to go there and visit? Like the first one, the adventure film with Brendan Fraser? Or like the original Mummy, like the old Universal monster movies. The Mummies 2, Mummy Issues? Mummy Issues is like a really good name for that. I like that. This is getting too mummy for me. I'm lost. Well, don't worry, friends. You don't need to be lost no further. Chat, before I get too carried away, I've been yapping for so long. I can't be live I've been streaming like 5 hours a lot lately. I can't stream long today. My hard cutoff, 6:15. 6:15 at the very latest. I have some work I got to get done. I have a deadline that I need to finish. And I have places to be. And so my hard cutoff is like 6:15 or so.
To go to Skull
Yeah,
Island.
Peter Jackson is on record, famously said, all I want to do is go to Skull Island. I would do anything to go to Skull Island. Hell, I'd even film a movie with Yak Black there. Just get me in. Get me Naomi Watts, Jack Black, and get me Gollum. Get me Gollum right now. We're going to Skull Island. We're making a movie. Get me Jack Black.
Hey, almost.
Give me
4
Jack
hours
Black and
is
get me
not
Naomi
short.
Watts.
Peter Jackson's King Kong was sick. TBH.
Bro, fuck yeah, it's sick. Fuck yeah, it's sick. Like, after The Lord of the Rings, they're like, Peter Jackson, you could do whatever you want. What do you want to do, man? Hey, ball's in your court. What do you want to do? Skull Island. I'm going to Skull Island. Going to Skull Island. I'm sorry, are you saying Skull Island? No, Skull Island.
Kong.
King fucking Kong, mate. No, I respect it so much. I respect it so much. I wish that I want Peter Jackson to live a happy life, but like I think he's given his family enough time now. I need a good Peter Jackson like horror movie. I want Peter Jackson, Sam Raimi, and Guillermo del Toro to form like one massive supergroup and make like the goriest, silliest, goofiest horror movie that's like dreamy. God, that is my dream. Like, I want them three to work together. Like a Quentin Tarantino, Robert Rodriguez production. I want Sam Raimi, Peter Jackson, and Guillermo del Toro to just kiss and make out and make a movie. Horroropolis. Oh, that would be so fun. That would be so fun. Microphone fell. I want him to live a good life, but is wild. Well, yeah, I mean, he's, he did some of the greatest cinematic achievements that any man before or after has accomplished, right? But I'm not full yet, Grandpa. I'm not full yet, okay? I still got a hunger. I got a hunger that a shitty Lord of the Rings remake isn't going to satiate. God, I'm so conflicted. I want nothing to do with anything Lord of the Rings past what I already like. I'm curmudgeon-y and simple like that. Like, I mean, I'm not going to see new Star Wars. New Marvel? Do I just add Lord of the Rings to that? Disembowels me? Yes. Disembowels me? Yes. Disembowels me? Yes. What about new Harry Potter? No. No.
New Harry Potter?
No. See, that's the thing. Like, the options for big things coming out are just...
Concrete.
I'm just gonna...
Fuck that
I don't
garbage.
even know. You know what I'm even really upset about? And this is like... I feel a very certain way about it that I don't know how to articulate because I know that it's going to be on the wrong side of history in a couple of years. But I saw news on my social media feed that the rights to a television show, I think on Apple TV, for Dungeon Crawler Carl was just made, and they're going to start making a TV show about it. And it's executive produced by Seth MacFarlane. And chat, can I tell you that I have never wanted to read a book less in my life after I got that news? I have never wanted to continue finishing a series.
Love how pained you sound.
I really like those books. I was just kind of like reading them at my own pace. I had heard about it like flippantly. I had no idea that they were, I guess, as popular as they are. Like, I think like only a couple people in chat when I've talked about them have ever like mentioned them. I know Keth has really liked them too. As soon as I saw that it was going to be made for a TV show, there's just something in my mind that clicks that like, I just kind of get disgusted by it. I don't know. And like, it pains me because like the only one that I'm even remotely excited for is Sanderson working on the Mistborn series. And I just still, I don't know. Do you guys feel any certain way? Seth MacFarlane executive producing? Like, I know some people were excited for seeing Dungeon Crawler Carl TV show. I think what I'm very worried about is the Rick and Mortyification of everything. Like, I'm worried that with a show like that, it's going to become one of the most insufferable fan bases on TV. He made the Orville good. I know. It's not so much about the Seth MacFarlane connection. Anytime a show that comes out that has edgy, quirky humor,
So
it makes me cringe. I don't know how to describe it.
TV the whole time. It put me off for life.
I had a 20-hour bus ride and Family Guy was on it. That's crazy, Flinglish. That's crazy. Was it like you had to watch it? Like the sound was on for the whole bus? Even when people slept?
Yeah.
Hi, Lowish. How do you even have 20 hours of Family Guy? Was it playing off of someone's like iPod video? Guardians of the Galaxy, so if you're comparing Dungeon Crawler Carl to Guardians of the Galaxy, that's already why I'm afraid of it too. I feel like one is a Marvel for kids movie. One of them has like the prolific and descriptive murder of multiple innocent like children, animals, all sorts of things with a healthy amount of violence, gore, swearing, nudity, profanity. Like they're on completely ends of the spectrum. Like if they turn Dungeon Crawler Carl into Marvel snippy dialogue, that's also a reason why I'd be out. Like I'm just like, that's the thing. Like I just hate, I've never read it. Is it more like Deadpool? Stop using Marvel to come. This is why I hate Marvel movies. Not everything is Marvel adjacent. No, it's not Deadpool like either. But I mean, it kind of is, I guess. But like that also makes me never want to read the book ever again. I just hate comparing things to Marvel. I hate comparing things to you're literally going to give me an aneurysm. I literally hate. This is why I hate Marvel movies, because I've kept seeing people complain about Project Hail Mary that it had Marvel-esque dialogue, and it made me want to shoot myself.
You are killing
the constant descriptions of a Marvel. No! You're giving me MTSD? You're killing him! It's Clone Wars. Ah! There I go. Right on my epitaph. It was you. Put it on my grave.
Game, but
oh, it was Chris Pratt. He's so cool. But no, I'm just so worried that, yeah, what if it is just like, God, I just like, I'm worried about so much of it, but it really just, I don't know, like I at one point again, I would be excited. I'm like, oh boy, a book that I love is being turned into and Apple TV, Apple TV hasn't missed. Seth MacFarlane, I do think, is a funny person who is talented, but I just don't really care for most of the things that he has made. I will agree, he has longevity, talented, he's got a lot of those things. I just haven't cared anything. I haven't really cared for the movies.
Weirdification.
The Orville, I've talked about the Orville before. I've watched 3 seasons of it. I don't think I could give you a single character's name. I don't even think I can really tell you the full episode of a single plot. I remember some things, but like, I just don't, I watched it, did not digest a single bit of it. So like, I don't know, I'm excited for it, but like, I just truly, I think it's just, I'm afraid, because anything that's adult humor, quirky and edgy, instantly, no matter how good it is, it will be adopted by the worst fandom. And that's usually where something I like goes to die. You know? And not just I think it's the ubiquitous I. Like, fandoms kill more of my interest in things nowadays than like the products themselves.
Rick and Morty is a good example of that.
Pickle Rick. I mean, hey, Marty, I turned myself into a moral pickle Marty. They call me, I'm in a moral pickle Rick Marty. Like, yeah, just like, also I think certain things started down that path too. Things like Smiling Friends, when it first came out, felt so fun and fresh. But by one of the last seasons where almost like instantly an episode went up, there were a million memes on my timeline. Tangia had a million fucking screaming things all over, and it became so unavoidable. Outside of sitting down and enjoying like a 12-minute show, it became so unavoidable that it becomes like uninteresting to me. And that could just like, as when I'm bombarded with too much stimulus of one thing over and over, I just white noise it. I just don't see it. I don't hear it. Maybe it's just from living in a city and with like a window open and just, you know, planes flying overhead, trains, ambulances, sirens, everything. I just like, if I hear it long enough, it just doesn't exist. My brain like naturally filters it out. King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard fans ruined it for me. it's bands like Fish. Like most people probably wouldn't care, but the people that talk about them, Grateful Dead is a perfect example too. Grateful Dead, they have a lot of great songs. I like watching them. I like listening to them. I like doing, but like the fans of Grateful Dead are where you lose me. It's one of those like, well, I'm not like one of them. I just like, it becomes this like, well, yeah, I like them, but I'm not like one of those fans. Compartmentalization. Yeah, I think once that happens in fandoms, it becomes a little inescapable. Especially like, I mean, I was burned so much because, as you all know, I was one of the biggest fans of A Song of Ice and Fire. Could not get enough. I was on the internet forums in high school and college, theory crafting with the best of them. And then once that series came out, and then like I was seeing people with daughters named Khaleesi, and you'd be like, your daughter's the wife of a horse lord. You're really setting her up for success, aren't you? Like, naming someone Khaleesi is like crazy, but that's besides the point. I'm a big jam band guy, hate fans. King Giz people are interesting. The other one I know was like, what did they call themselves? There was like Panic, like WSP, Widespread Panic. Those were like, I think of the jam bands, the most chill people. Anyone that liked Panic was generally chill about it, but then like whenever they were in town or remotely close, they would disappear for a month. But like, the other one was, there was this like jazz jam band big fusion called like Snarky Puppy that was all the rage. That was like, all the dude bros I know loved them.
Fish fans are chill.
I saw someone today with the name Skank. I immediately felt bad to them. That's
Puppy?
crazy.
Not as crazy as naming your kid Truman.
Why can't you name your kid Truman? Truman Capote, Harry S., The Truman Show. Harry Potter, I liked the books as a kid until the movies came out, then I dipped. I didn't mind. I mean, the movies came out around the same time, but it was like, that was like a golden age of movies for me, I feel, because like, my dad had given me like The Hobbit when I was a kid, like a big picture book of it, because he really loved Lord of the Rings. Read Lord of the Rings. The movies came out for Lord of the Rings, saw those. I read the Harry Potter books. The Harry Potter movies were coming out. Like, it was a great day to be like a book fan to a movie fan as a kid. Like, wow, like Star Wars Episode 1 Phantom Menace came out. I don't care. As an adult, you can shit on the prequels. Those movies were like the Bible as a kid. I didn't care about any of the slow parts. It was like, oh. Like, it was like the perfect time to be like a kid who's into movies.
123 were dope.
Humphrey McGee fans are pretty chill. I feel like they're usually the ones who are like, let's have a beer. You know, I feel like most other jam bands are like, oh, no beer for me, please. I'm drinking my homemade booch while playing hacky sack and using practicing poi in my hippie pants, and I am eating a flower right now. Humphrey McGee fans are like, I'm going to get a beer. You want one? Yes. Thank you. Yes, and a shot of Jameson, please. I'm not a savage. Yes, and Devil Stick Crowd So Wild. I've always been friends with like so many people in that community, mainly through drugs, right? You know, you do enough mushrooms and acid and research chemicals, you eventually just find your way into like, you know, house parties, you know, homemade bohemian circus pop-ups where stilts and jugglers are, and just, you know, things that happen, right? You know, you just befriend a bohemian circus troupe and go to their loft parties where they just perform illegal circus. You know, they just all get together, kind of like how I imagine like dance battles in the 2000s were in like LA, where like, you know, America's Best Dance Crews would just like solve their problems through the power of dance and family, and they would just go and synchronize and dance and practice dancing. Like, these guys just practice like stilts and juggling routines with fire to bust them out like magicians, right? Says beer,
How I
mushrooms,
ended up
hard rock and roll,
partying at
fucking
Alex
love them.
Gray's mansion,
Playing soon, I
and
can't
learning
wait.
how to spin fire poi.
I like the
I was
FP.
the stereotype.
That's a different group. That's a different group. Those are the white boys that like saying the N-word. I never really hung out with that crew. America's Best Dance Crew is still Randy Jackson Presents America's Best Dance Crew, hosted by Mario Lopez, was one of my favorite television shows of all time. One of my favorite television shows of all time. It's almost like mixed. It's almost lost media, really. Good morning, Big Horse. Oh, thanks. How you doing, little horse? I miss the RC times. Learned so much about chemistry just to have a good time. How I ended up partying at Alex Gray's mansion and learning how to spin fire poi. I was the stereotype. Where is this magical party land? That was just in Chicago. $10 blotters was a time. Hempfest in the 2010s. There was one summer just called like the Summer of Acid, where it was like one of someone that like I had worked with that then was fired from that job for coming to work high. But like we still were friends. He was one of the dudes, probably some of you are, that like during fest season, they would just have like up to their bicep in just festival wristbands across the country. They would work for 9 months instead of like surfers would just like go to Hawaii to like surf for 3 months, or, you know, they would work over the winter and then just like go for the summer and live on the beach. The Summer of Acid was basically one of those summers where he went on like his big like festival circuit. He became apparently friends with someone in the Dead family. And how he became friends with them, who knows? But people in the Dead family just have the book. That's just a book of fucking acid. That's just like some of the strongest and cheapest around. And so he just would have just gel tabs, blotters like that are direct from the Grateful Dead source. So much. And it was like the strongest shit I've ever had in my life. So much fun. So much fun. Summer of Acid. Crazy time. It was like Iron Man 1, basically. Basically Iron Man 1. Good times. Good times. Good times. That OG Hoffman experiment? Yeah, exactly. The OG bicycle trip. I injected it straight into my urethra, actually. Speaking of injecting it straight into your urethra, I got 3-minute ads that are playing now. That's not what it is. Chad, happy Thursday. How are you all doing today? I hope you guys are having a good Thursday so far. No matter how you're watching me, friends. I know some of you are working. I know some people are just chilling, playing games. I appreciate each and every single one of you. Thank you all for being here. Whether you're on Twitch, on Kick, on YouTube. I hope you guys are having a good Thursday. And if you're not having a good Thursday, well, then I hope we've made it just maybe a little bit better. I'm excited for the rest of stream. I've been making some bold opinions because I'm building it up. Because we're about to have some absolutely phenomenal takes. I will spout 0 falsehoods. I only speak in truths. I found some really fucking goofy tier lists that I just thought we could do. I just thought, you know, we could do a bunch of fun, goofy little tier lists to see how opinionated I could get on mundane things. Because that's what life is all about, isn't it? You guys are here to hear my absolutely inane opinions on inane topics. I think that's why you all are here. Attack the allergies back. Brother, my allergies have been literally holding me in a chokehold. I have been passing out from a chokehold of allergens 24/7. Thank you all for being here today, friends. I appreciate each and every single one of you. Oh, so here's a crazy bit of something, right? The VOD for the Megalopathon was 22 hours 40 minutes. I went back to it the other day. It's unpublished right now, but on Twitch, can someone explain to me? The entire thing didn't get muted. The whole VOD is up. It's like not muted at all. What? So I downloaded it. I thought I downloaded it.
Hell yeah.
It was a 60 gigabyte video file from Twitch. It only looks for music? Bro, that whole music was orchestrated. I'll tell you right now, this video right now on YouTube, Kick, and Twitch, I get in trouble for playing this 15-second loop.
Enough commentary.
This 15-second loop that I play constantly is enough to demonetize my video on YouTube every time. Will I change it? No. It mutes my whole VOD on Twitch every time. I get a warning on Twitch every time, and on Kick I do too. So like 15 seconds of audio always works. The entire score, there was an entire original song, and there was like a whole singing section multiple times. Not once for that, not once for any of the orchestrated sections, not the drug trip, not the song, not the dancing, nothing. Nothing, not the credits music, not the opening, nothing. Moxie. Hired help. I want a supercut of all like the throwaway lines that probably involved something else that had nothing to do with the movie. Hired help. Moxie. What's a 7-letter word for the folly of man? Pandora. Bingo. Okay. Okay. Thank you. I found some songs just never get muted no matter what you play. Some always do, no matter how it's determined. Well, that's the thing. It's determined by the copyright owners having putting their little metrics into Twitch. But like, so even when I've watched, what was some movies? Like, some movies that are considered like public domain, right? Like when we watched way back in the day too, Plan 9 from Outer Space, like old Ed Wood movies that aren't aren't like public domain, I would get muted for them. Stuff that's public domain and copyright free, you get muted for it. But like the fact that we had a 22-hour and 30-minute VOD playing a movie and not a single second of it was muted was crazy. Crazy. So Finance Team might not have registered the songs. Do you mean that Vesta's hit, My Pledge, is open domain? Fraternity prank. Fraternity prank. God, what a great movie. What a great movie. I love that movie. I love that movie. I love that movie. What a good movie. Hello. Hello. How are you doing today? Chat, you would describe me as an ambassador to white people, right? Everyone always is saying, Booty, you're so white boy. I know you all say that. And as the ambassador to white people, white boys everywhere. Y'all mind if a white boy has an opinion real quick? I know it's 2026. It's 2026.
Sega King.
Us white boys don't got a big voice no more. I'm stopping that. That can lead to some people thinking that I'm being serious. So chat, what I have here is a giant collection, and as the resident leader of white people, we got ourselves a white person phrases tier list. I think it's time I do my duty. We're gonna actually build the definitive tier list for white people phrases. This is I think a pretty extensive list. Let's go through them together. Let's go through them together here, shall we? Oh, this is the final straw. Oh, that's how you know a white person is angry. That's how you know a white person's angry. When they're at their final straw. Frick? God, where's frickin' win? Where's frick is I use frick a lot. Holy macaroni. Okay, let's just get into right. Wonderfully unseasoned. So is this, wonderfully unseasoned is white. Fantastically flavorless. So, okay, so burnt. God, I don't like these terms. Am I ready to rock and roll? I don't like these. S tier whiteism. Hi. S tier whiteism. A tier white speech. I don't know. B tier okie dokie-ish. C one of okay, this whoever named these, I didn't look at what these were called. C tier, par for the course. Par for the course, bud. D tier is gonna be nope. And then just F tier, the worst white boy you know. Okay. S tier whiteism, A tier white speech, B tier okie dokie-ish, C tier par for the course, bud. D tier, nope. And F tier, the worst white boy you know. Okay. This is the final straw. This is the final straw. That's pretty good. What final straw? I honestly don't know I don't know what the straw is. Like, are you a haystack? Are you like is it like a literal drinking straw? Like, this is my last sip. This is the final straw. The more you use it, this is par for the course. This is the final straw. The straw that broke the camel's back.
The straw that broke the
Oh, this is the final straw that broke the camel's back. Oh, well, no, you know what? Knowing that that's that now, there's no camels in whiteisms. No, that's no camels and whiteisms. Absolutely not. No, sir. Frick, S tier, A tier. Frick is a good A tier white speech. Frick is like, Frick was, one of my first words that was like a substitute for a swear. Like a subword. I know Frick was like, Frick was still like Frick was still like I used Frick as a kid because like you couldn't swear. I was like very, very Catholic shame pilled for up until like maybe about like 11, 12, 13, very heavily Catholic shame pilled. Swearing was like not okay. I would hear it, I would earmuffs, I didn't want to repeat it, it was a sin. But like then things like crap and frick, the first substitutes that you get for them. I think frick is like one of the first like substitute curse words that like every good white boy learns first. Every good white boy learns how to hit that hard frick. I think frick is pretty good. I think frick is pretty good. Personally prefer frig. Frick and frig, I think, is a colloquialism, sort of like pop and soda.
a gateway cuss.
Yeah, frick is a gateway cuss. Frick was even like a word that like your parents didn't want you to say. So like it's even got like a little bit of a bad boy connotation to the white boyisms.
Friggin'.
Frickin' and friggin' are two different things though. Cause like a frick is like an exclamatory thing, but like frig is like an adverb adjective. Like this friggin' guy, it's like pejorative. Frig and frick are like, it isn't just, it is a little bit more thing. It's a slippery frickin' slope. Yeah. Frick is like a little bit more frick. So it's like a good word, but like friggin' is like, no, I don't think I'm down with friggin' that high either. Holy macaroni. F tier.
How dare you?
Holy macaroni is like, holy macaroni. No, that's like, I think holy macaroni is, this is like a cartoon depiction. This is a white boy through the lens of what someone thinks a white boy would say. I don't think the rhyming holy macaroni exists. I think this is a falsehood. This is a science fiction white boy. This is a white boy that exists in media
Is a natural F tier.
that I don't think
B tier.
is really existent.
Expression.
I don't think a holy macaroni is acceptable at any time. I think a holy moly, I think a holy moly hits. Holy macaroni is like, are you trying to be funny? Are you like, no, no one says that. You got to force yourself. There were some holy macaronis in my house back in the day. No, this is not my white boyism. I'm not partial to the holy macaroni. I'm not a big fan of the rhyme schemes. It's too long. Too long. How do you like them apples? A tier. I mean, you got A tier white boy Matt Damon. Like, you can't, I still quote this line all the time. This is like grade A iconic white boy speech. So you like apples? How do you like them? I got a number. How do you like them apples? Like, that's just classic white boy. The setup punchline, that's grade A white boyism right there. That's grade A white boyism right there. Ooh, wise guy. Wise guy. See, wise guy can mean S tier. I think wise guy is an S tier whiteism. I think wise guy is the one of the most versatile things you can do. It can be ironic, it can be literal, it can be threatening, it can be a buddy term. It has so many applicable uses, like, oh, use a couple of wise guys, huh? Like, oh, being a real wise guy. It's up there with like smart aleck. But I think, oh, you're being a real wise guy right now. I think freaking wise guy is like, oh, wise guy is up there. Wise guy is just so versatile. But so is Frick. No, Frick stays down there. Wise guy is so good. Well, that just happened. I think when well, that just happened dropped, it was like high B tier. I think it was high B tier. I think this has dropped over time. I think it's just too oversaturated. It still holds up. A well executed, well, that just happened. It always does hit. You know, it does always hit, but like, I think it flew too close to the sun. I think it dribbled too hard in the paint. I think it strayed too far from the light of God. He's right behind me, isn't he? This is the final straw, is pretty close to dropping. Yeah, he's right behind me, isn't he? You know, this used to be like, again, I would say this was like a high C tier. You know, this was like a quirky Abbott Costello meet the mummy. I thought it was like an Abbott Costello kind of just funny mummy moment, but like nowadays, this is in the Minecraft movie. This is D tier. Nope. I think we've strayed too far from the he's right behind me, isn't he? I'm right behind you, aren't I? Yeah, it's no it's D tier. No. What the flip? Okay, what the flip? I think this is a solid B. If a white boy were to hit me with a what the flip, I would be taken aback, but I would immediately know what's going on. It's like, it's not a what the fuck moment. It's not what the fuck. I would be like scared or worried, but what the flip is like, where should I be looking? That's like you see a pigeon that's like hopping on one leg with like a peg leg and it's got an eye patch. You're like, hold on, what the flip? It's more of like a, huh. It's like seeing a shiny Pokemon in real life.
So much of it is in the
What the flip? What the flip? Like, even if you try to hit it with a little bit of sauce, even if you try to put it with like a little bit of pepper, add some seasoning on it, what the flip, you guys? I think it still hits. That's a good white boyism. I think what the flip is a good use of like, what the flip? I like what the flip. Is it perfect? It doesn't hit like a frick. What the frick? I think that's frick makes anything instantly a little bit better. But what the flip? What the flip? It works. Well. Oh, is well on here? Because well is a pretty good white boyism. Look what the cat dragged in. That's just A tier. Look what the cat dragged in is, oh gosh, that always hits. Because the person looks like something that a cat would drag in. It's descriptive, it's visual, and it's one of those white boyisms everyone knows exactly what you're getting at. The joke writes itself. Well, even if they look incredible, the joke still works. You could be at your someone's wedding. You go up to the bride and be like, "Look what the cat dragged in." Hits. In fact, the better the person looks, the funnier it is. The worse a person looks, the funnier it is. This is A-tier white boyism. This is an all occasion white boyism. There's no wrong way to use them. Yeah, well times 3. Wait, is well times 3 in here? Because well, that is... Oh, well hits every time. B with an 80 as well. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Okay, let's see. I'm going to give them a piece of my mind. Oh, God. F tier. The worst white boy you know. This is Karen speech. This is from... That's not a language you would hear. That's the language of Mordor. That's the language of Mordor. Like, I'm going to give him a piece of my mind. Do you know who I am? Let me speak to your manager. How dare you? Like those, like that's the worst white boy you know. That's the worst white boy you know is I'm going to give them a piece of my mind. You know, I'm going to give them a piece of my mind. No. Okay. Groovy.
Who is this clown is missing?
Groovy. Groovy is like between C and D for me. I'm going to put it on C tier. But like, the people who say groovy alone, like I'll say like, hey, groovy gravy, baby. Like I'll make it fun. I'll say groovy in like a post-irony sense. But like, to just hit with a groovy, man. Like, groovy. Hey, groovy. I just know that's like old school white boy. That's like old school white boy. So it's like C. It's par for the course. I feel like it could borderline drop with just a straight groovy, but I mean it does have some fun applications. So we'll keep it there for now. We'll keep it for there.
Old hat.
Let's rock and roll. B tier. B tier. Applicable to not just playing music, but like, bro, like it doesn't matter. Leonidas can lead his Spartans to glory if he just went, Spartans, let's rock and roll. And like, it just, that's a way to get pumped up, man. Let's rock and roll, I think, has transcended musicality is just a way to like, what's a classic way for white people to let loose? A good old fashioned rock and roll. A good old fashioned rock and rolling rhythm. I've known some buttholes that used it regularly, like groovy. I like rock and roll. I think rock and roll is a pretty good one. It doesn't get it's not overused.
Right behind me.
It's not overused, but like I feel in the right moment, like say you're getting into a car, you're with your buddies or something, and like you're just waiting, you're getting your stuff, you find the right song on the radio, put it into reverse Terry, and you say, let's rock and roll. Like it hits. That's like good white boyism. It's fun, it's loose, it's applicable. I love Let's Rock and Roll. Love Let's Rock and Roll. It works. Picks up the phone. Yellow. D tier. No. I don't like it. Yellow. No. In fact, even like anything remotely close to saying hello is not good white boyism. I don't like it. I would pick like anything. Ahoy hoy, heidi ho, howdy. Knee howdy, like moshi mosh. I would pick all of those over yellow. No. D tier, nope. Not for me. Not the worst white boy you know, but no.
Ahoy. There is a classic, though.
No more Mr. Nice Guy. Ooh. All right. No more Mr. Nice Guy. See, no more Mr. Nice Guy.
Goodbye is my 9.
No more Mr. Nice Guy. Now this one is pretty good. This one is like, this one still can be kind of fun. Low B. I'm thinking low B, high C. Because like it is, no, all right, no more Mr. Nice Guy. Like I think it still can be kind of, no, I'm going to drop it down here. It's in the same applicable category as well. That just happened. All right, no more Mr. Nice Guy. Mbai is my 911. Wait, Mbai?
retro cool and boomer.
No more Mr. Nice Guy. I'm going to put that on par for the course because I think it would line up with like, well, that just happened. That tears it. Never heard this in my life. Worst white boy you know would say that. What does that mean? That tears it. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. The worst white boy you know is talking about tearing things. No, not in my country.
Heavy agree. Fuck that.
As a non-white person,
No.
I appreciate this tier list.
You're welcome. As the representation for white boys everywhere, as your ambassador to white boyism, I'm glad we can clear some things up between you and your friends. Hang on, Buckaroo. B tier. I think calling people Buckaroo needs to make a comeback. I love it. I think hang on, Buckaroo. I think it's a fun word. I think Buckaroo in our modern day climate is gender neutral. I think it's fun. I think it works for both adults and children. It's kind of like, hit them with a big dog. Like, hang on, big dog. Like, hang on, Buckaroo. I think it's light. I think it's fun. I think there's never a confusion of ill intent. Like, if you were to be like, oh, hey, hang on, boy. Like, it's just like, it hits weird. But like, hang on, Buckaroo. It's like, ooh, my God. My friend just called me Buckaroo today. I felt so fun. It was like, I kind of feel like I'm Buckaroo today. Wow. Like, thank you. Thank you. Well, hang on, Buckaroo. It's like well, hold on, Buckaroo. It's like telling people a calm way to like hold their horses. I like it. Buckaroo is like Bub, and I'm not sure I'm a fan. I like Bub. I like Bub and Buckaroo. Scooter, another good white boy nickname. I like Scooter, Bub, Buckaroo. I like all those. I think those are all fun. I like those white boy nicknames. I like those.
I pull a Buckaroo out when I'm mad about something. That's MBD.
You pull out Buckaroo when you're mad about something. Well, hold on, Buckaroo. I wouldn't. Oh, could that be used pejoratively? Well, hold on now, Buckaroo. You're really busting my balls. That's a wild time to pull out a Buckaroo. I'd be like, well, hold what the flip? What the flip, Buckaroo? What the flip? You and what army? Ooh, you and what army? See, like, you and what army? Oh, that's pretty. See, unlike he's right behind me, isn't he? You and what army? Oh. Ooh, you and what army? Oh, I'm going to put that with the other movie quotes. I think it can hit, but it really, oh yeah, you and what army? I think it's like, it had its moment in white boyism. I think I can just picture all the white boys on the grade school playground as we're playing like football, getting into it. And it's like, oh yeah, you and what army? I think that's up there. What in tarnation? Ooh. See this. Oh, I'm putting that in B. I'm putting that above Buckaroo. What in tarnation? I think this one, while old, this white boyism still holds up. I don't think there's not a moment where you couldn't drop a tarnation that you wouldn't get another white boy in the room to follow you in suit. What in tarnation is like an S tier vocal stim from like the 1940s. Like nowadays, you can't say what in tarnation without someone a minute later going, what in tarnation? What in tarnation above that just happens is crazy. No, because, well, that just happened is still used in Minecraft movie Marvel humor. I think the white boyism, it dropped a ranking because it's still overused. What in tarnation has that like rose tinted lens of being a good white boyism. I'm not sitting through a Star Wars movie and they're like, what in tarnation? No, I think of Yosemite Sam. I think of Foghorn Leghorn and I go, ha ha ha, that's a good white boyism. Yeah, I think what in tarnation is like, it still hits. I think it's a fine aged without have been overused. Hit it with some twang. Yeah, what in tarnation? Well, what in tarnation? What in tarnation? I feel like it hits in a white boy way that like is just fun and it has that earworm fact. It's like a plate of fajitas. You know, you see and you hear a what in tarnation, and you yourself go, what in tarnation? Well, what in tarnation? You know, it's like a what the flip. It's like you can say a lot worse things, but what in tarnation? It hits. It hits. It's a good white boyism. It still holds up. I'm gonna put it up there. HE double hockey sticks. I'm putting that in D tier. I'm putting that in D tier. No. I think HE double hockey sticks is one of the worst ways. No, I don't like it. I don't like it. HE double hockey sticks, no. That's like borderline no. No. Like I feel like saying heckin'. Nothing wrong with a little heck. Heck is a good white boyism. Heck is a good white boyism. HE double hockey sticks. That's like I don't know. I feel like that's like
Biggie said that in a rap in like 94.
I don't think it's a good white boyism. I don't. Timber. Oh, anything falling over, you can hit him with a timber. Anything falling over, you can hit him with a timber. Timber is pretty timeless. You know, your friend fall over. Timber. Have a nice trip. See you next fall. You know, you hit him with anything, any joke about falling over. You know, timber, anything like even if it's like a tree, a house, anything falling over, timber. I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. We're gonna put a timber. I think yelling timber as someone falls into a pool. I think that's a good white boyism. I think timber hits. I think timber hits more than tarnation. Yeah. Get a load of this guy. A tier white speech. A tier white speech. Get a load of this guy. Hey, get a load of this guy. A tier. A tier white boyism. A tier. Get a load of this guy.
If all what's said
Beautiful.
Swag is a
Beautiful.
truth on spread
Beautiful.
of slurs. I mean, knowledge of slurs, yeb-based.
There it is. There it is. You found your way there. You found your way there. Okay. For Pete's sake. Oh, for Pete's sake. I mean, that's like an exasperated one. I mean, for Pete's sake. What is, so like, I know for goodness sake is like for substituting God in there, right? For God's sake, but you can't take the Lord's name in vain. For Pete's sake, is that like a reference to Saint Peter? Is this like a religious thing? Because who is Pete? For Pete's sake. Oh, for Pete's sake. Again, this feels very like Midwestern, Minnesota. This feels very much like, for Pete's sake. This is like a white boyism that I think everyone has been exposed to. This is up there with like Buckaroo, Scooter. Like this is like, I would feel a white boyism that is older, like these down here. But you don't really you're not overwhelmed with it. You're not really whelmed with the, for Pete's sake. When you hit it, it hits. I think it kind of works. It's not too overplayed on the radio, so to speak, you know? Oh, for Pete's sake. I think it still hits. Check yourself before you riggedy wreck yourself. Okay, this one is hard for me because this one is an F tier. However, said ironically, this is amazing. This is the worst white boy you know. But I say it ironically. Like that's the thing. I am dripping in layers. I'm an ironic onion. I have ironic layers, and that's what makes it funny. So like all of these things I would say for comedic effect because it's F tier. This is Schrodinger's white boy. This is Schrodinger's quote. It's both F tier and S tier at the same time, depending on application. It's the superposition. It's the superposition of it. Like, this is the worst white boy you know saying this. Like, check yourself. Like, saying this unironically, F tier. Saying this ironically, that's funny. But like, I don't know where to put it, because if I put it in D tier, the superposition wears off. It's either maximum or minimum. I gotta put it in F tier. I gotta put it in F tier because it is like, I'm just thinking now, if I were to say it unironically, like if, okay, say for example, someone comes into chat and says something uncouth and I were to say, Beazle, seriously, you're cool. This is a joke, right? You're cool, but like what you just said, you better chickadee check yourself before you riggedy wreck yourself. Like saying it unironically, F tier. Like you can't just, it doesn't work though. I don't think it works. Check yourself before you riggedy wreck yourself. But like saying it, I'm going to bump it up to C because like it is the middle maybe. I mean, if it's 1 or 5, the average is 3, but that seems unfair. Hey, check yourself, okay? Before you riggedy wreck yourself. Ree-hee-hee, raggy. Does saying Shrek yourself make it better or worse? If it was Shrek yourself before you riggedy wreck yourself, it would be S tier. I'm going to put it down here in F tier. Worst white boy you know. Because unironically, like all of these, get a load of this guy. I say that with my full chest. Wise guy, full chest still works. This, if this was in S tier and someone didn't hear the yes, but, I'd be cooked. I'd be cooked. This would be invalid if this was S tier without an explanation. Ah, fiddlesticks. Ah, fiddlesticks. I mean, that's a great word. It's a little old. I don't like hearing it, but hitting with a fiddlesticks. Ah, fiddlesticks.
I'd only use it with people who know I'm shitty and
fiddlesticks.
cringe for the bit.
Ah, fiddlesticks. Fiddlesticks is pretty good. I'm going to put it in par for the course. Fiddlesticks is unoffensive. It's a little old-timey. But fiddlesticks is like, I don't know. I don't want to be using the word fiddle. I think the word fiddle is tainted. Fiddle just sounds like something that like you'd get murdered in prison for. Like, oh, I heard he's a fiddler. I don't like it. I don't even like playing the fiddle. I don't even listen to bluegrass anymore. I only listen to classical music and violins because a fiddle just sounds too scary to me. Fiddlesticks dis dick in your mouth. You think you could fiddle dis sticks in your mouth? Got him. Hey.
Got them.
B, okay, we're cool. But you better fucking check yourself before you riggedy wreck yourself, okay? Before you riggedy wreck yourself. Okay, is white boy speech imitating a DJ? Hey, B, you're cruising for a fucking bruising, okay? Golly gosh, G. A tier? A tier? Golly gosh, G. This is like the ancient text. This is the ancient text. Golly gosh, G. This is some nightmare fuel. I mean, this is like what my forefathers were white boying about. This was like the ancient white boys. Like this is from biblical white boys. This is crazy. This is crazy.
I unironically say, golly gosh, G Willikers.
Golly gosh, G Willikers. I feel like it's missing the Willikers though. Golly gosh, G. It feels like it's missing something like spa day. You're missing spaghetti. My 4 white father boys passed down the slab. Yeah, golly gosh, G. I don't like it. I don't think I like how it sounds. I'm gonna put it down here. If it was G Willikers, that's pretty fun. Golly gosh, G is pretty fun. You're really you're busting my balls here. That's A tier. You're really you're busting my balls. Hey, you're busting my balls here. You're busting my balls here. That is an A tier white boyism. Come on, you're busting my balls. You're busting my balls, Chief. Come on, you're busting my balls. That's a good one. But
Balls busters, tire, fight me.
that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm gonna get a load of this guy. No, you're busting. Hey, get a load of this guy. You're busting my balls here. Look what the cat. Yeah, this is A tier. This is A tier. Busting my balls. Classic. If I could say it with an Italian accent and it's immediate A tier, hang on, buckaroo. No, saying anything with an Italian accent doesn't make it funny. Like you can't just say, hey, whoa, no more Mr. Nice Guy doesn't work. It does like, whoa, holy macaroni, I'm walking here. It doesn't work. They're like, hey, you're busting my balls here. Like, that just always works. You say, hey, come on. Come on, you're busting my balls. Bro, they're busting my balls. Like, I say that all the time. Like, man, they're riding me, bro. God, they busting my balls, dude. Like, busting balls is like, they're busting my balls today. Like, how's work? Work's been busting my balls, man. Like, it's delivered. It's got all the things you need in a white boyism. It can be fun with your friends. Like, hey, you're busting my balls. So you could be earnest. Like, how's work been? Work's been busting my balls. Like, it works. It works. Like, it works just speaking naturally. It works in fun.
Exactly, Sas gets
The Italian mob vibes, but it even works as just a white boyism. Like, man, life's busting my balls lately. Like, it works in earnest and in fun. I think it really works. Listen here, pal. Hey, listen here, pal. Listen here, pal is
antithesis of busting nuts really makes you think.
Listen here, pal. I'm gonna put into a B tier. I'm gonna put it in B tier because, like, hey, listen here, pal. Pal, unlike Buckaroo, Pal gets a little pejorative. There's no good way. It's like saying, like, listen here, pal. Hey, listen here, pal. It's like a pal is a Canadian way of saying, like, fuck you. Pal is like the Canadian bless you their heart. It's like, well, listen here, pal. Whoa. Listen here, bud. Whoa. Bud, pal, boy. These are all what I would consider like pejorative white boyisms that are like the bless your hearts, right? It's the, well, listen here, pal. Well, listen here, boy. Listen here, bud. It's all diminutive, you know? Pal means trouble. This is like, if you're messing around with someone saying, listen here, pal, it puts you in relax, buddy. Relax, pal.
Pal
Okay?
ruins it.
Relax,
It
pal.
needs to be more threatening.
Like, pal is like a good white boyism. That's like a very structured, what's the right word I'm looking for? Passive aggressive. And like white boyisms are the blend of straight, playing it straight, post irony, humor, but also you need to have the passive aggressiveness in there. And that is a token white boyism is listen here, pal. Oh, that's a good white boyism. That hits. Listen here, pal is like, listen here, pal. Chump. Chump again was like a good one. Chump was a good one for a while, but it's with Groovy. It's with Groovy where it's just like, it doesn't hit. It's too
Should live.
what's the word when there's a term for it when words fall out of style. Word for when older words fall out of fashion. What is the word for that? Dated. It's a archaic word, obsolete words, unpopular, passé. I thought there was like a specific word for it. And antiquated. Chump is a word that like really just, it only has a place in like period pieces now. Like, whoa, you take me for a chump? Like, I don't know. Chump kind of sounds like a slur if you think about it. Like if like, you know, the chump sounds like one of those words that everyone grew up saying, like chump change, right? Like I think I would only hear chump with like, it's chump change. But it's like, what do you take me for a chump? You know, like I feel like this word sounds very close to being a slur, right? We could bring it back as a new slur. It kind of already was. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if chump, like, kind of like many of the words that people grew up saying in the 90s, you know, all of the things that were like, that were what you would say soft slurs that are now hard slurs now, right? Soft slurs, not always big slurs, but like soft slurs that then grew into like hard slurs, right? Kind of how every word for someone who is dumb has always been made a slur eventually down the line. Things like moron, idiot, all of those used to be medical terms for people that were dumb, and then people use them pejoratively to others not that way, and then they changed the definition, and then all of those ignoramus was an insult. all the things meaning dumb or not as smart as others have become slurs in their own right down the line. But like a chump is like not just stupid, but it's also like a pushover. Like someone who just like doesn't have a lot. Like it kind of goes in a lot of ways that just, I don't know. I don't like chump. But I feel like I do. I think chump lost out of our vernacular once coins started going away. Once like credit cards and debit cards and checks became more ubiquitous, right? The term chump change kind of fell away. Like chump change, the phrase is the equivalent of like a floppy disk save icon. You know what I mean? Like you go to pay for something with your phone and Apple Pay, you pay someone on Venmo and you're just like, it's chump change. Like, why do we call it change? Is it Obama? Was he changing? Is that why we call chump change Obama? Like, I don't get it. I feel like chump change is falling out. It's C tier. It's with groovy. It's anachronistic. It's old. Boom shakalaka, S tier. S tier, definitive whiteism. Boom shakalaka is what I would consider like the Larry Bird of white boy basketball phrases. Easy, boom shakalaka. I'm high S tier, better than wise guy. Top S tier for now. Easy, boom shakalaka is, God, this is Hall of Fame white boy. A boom shakalaka is, I mean, that's like God on the first day saying, let there be light. You know, that is instantly and forever always will be a phrase that everyone hears forever in their head. Boom, shakalaka. It hits all the time. It is a definitive word. It is a core white boyism. Mount Rushmore of whiteisms is a boom shakalaka. Can't, no debate. Boom shakalaka's up there. You could say that again. A tier. Probably, ooh. You could say that again. I feel like you can say that again. Even if it still is overused, I'm pretty sure you can say that again. Again, kind of like frick. I think just like frick, it has so many uses to it. Like you could say that again. Good, bad, ironic, serious. Like it really works. Like you can be earnest and so serious with it. Like, man, this was the best meal I've ever had. You can say that again. Like it hits. It hits. It is the more eloquent way, the more fashionable way of saying ditto. Like instead of hitting them with a ditto, you could say that again. No matter what it is, it always hits. You could say that again. When they overuse, you could say that again. It ruins it so quickly though. But like that's more on the white boy than the white boy phrase. You can't, you know, one rotten apple doesn't spoil the bunch. You could say that again is A tier white boyism. I mean, with all of these, you can have a white boy saying boom shakalaka for everything, and it doesn't diminish its effective S tier capability. You could say that again. See, it always hits. It always hits.
Okay, fair enough.
The instant cringe repeated is what makes, yeah, it goes from like instant classic to like A tier white boyism. Because here's the thing. If someone does it enough where it's not funny, I guarantee you that person leaves the room. Someone says, God, they're so annoying. You could say that again, instantly brings the house down. You take that against them. It instantly becomes good again. Instantly. That's an A tier white speech. A tier. You could say that again. Instantly turns the room around. Like, God, I'm so glad they're gone. You could say that again. Freeze frame, cue TV show music, cut to credits. Boom. You bet your sweet bippy I do, F tier. No. Anyone who refers to any part of my body as a bippy should be in jail. Confiscate their hard drives. FBI right there. No one should be saying bippy ever. Never heard of it. That frankly scares me. That's a psyop. I'm pretty sure that's a psyop. That was a trick. That's a trick. No one talks about my bippy, and much less calls it sweet. Everyone knows my bippy is salty.
I've never heard it without ass.
Don't talk about my bippy ever. Ed Netty fans in shambles? Is that from Ed Netty? You bet your sweet bippy I do?
Oh, I thought you meant that I'm a psyop.
Umami bippy.
That's right. Umami Bippy. That's what they used to call me in high school. I was like, no, I'm Australian. Don't ever talk about my Bippy. Ever. I've made that exclusively clear. Do I need it on my screen? I think I need it on my screen. Hold on. No. Do not mention my Bippy. It makes me uncomfortable. Do not mention my Bippy. No. Do not mention my Bippy. Hey, you're no. No. Hey.
No.
Wise guy. Wise guy. Huh? Really busting my balls here. Check yourself before you riggedy wreck yourself.
Noted.
Do not mention my Bippy. Do not mention my Bippy. Don't touch my Bippy.
Beepy bun.
Hate to burst your bubble. Ooh, that's pretty B.
Oshi.
Hate to burst your bubble. Ah, that's a pretty good one. Hate to burst your bubble is pretty good. Hey, hate to burst your bubble. Ooh, no one likes their bubble bursted. No one likes their bubble popped. No, hate to burst your bubble. I'm going to put it high C. I'm going to put it high C tier. Hate to burst your bubble. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Online.
That's an optimistic white boy. We love to see that. We love to see that. Teamwork makes the dream work. You love to see that. That's a good white boy right there. That's a teamwork makes the dream work. We love to see it.
One of my
We love to see it. Love that.
when I'm leaving some shit for the closer.
Hate to burst your bubble's got 4 B's in it. It's got to be B tier, but like, hate to burst your bubble. It really doesn't have staying power though. It really doesn't it really doesn't have staying power. No one's really got a bubble to be bursted. Ever since COVID, the terrorists took that from us. 9/11 took all of our bubbles. No one really has a bubble to burst. It's just, back in the day when everyone had bubbles, maybe would have been up there, but hate to burst your bubble, but it's C tier. That's a joke right there. That's a joke right there. You're on thin ice, Buster.
November.
Did we have
Thin
bippies
ice.
back then too?
Thin ice, it's the Buster that really seals the deal. Because, like, again, if it was, you're on thin ice, pal, that's like, you're on thin ice, Buster. Thin ice is a pretty good A tier. It's low A or high B. It's low A or high B, but you're on thin ice, Buster. S tier? You guys are saying S tier. You're saying thin ice is Mount Rushmore. You're on thin ice, Buster. You're saying S tier hands down. You're on thin ice, Buster. I don't know if that's S tier. I don't know. I don't know if that's S tier. That's like A tier. But like, boom shakalaka works in every situation. Wise guy, all the uses. You're on thin ice. You're on thin ice, Buster. That's like
some shit my dad would
it
say
kind of is
when
one
I'm in
note.
trouble.
I don't think it is the full seasoning. I don't think it don't got the salt and pepper on it. It got some seasoning. It's got the salt. You put some garlic seasoning on there. It's a little too one note for being S tier whiteism. It's a little off the mark. I'll put it higher because it is so ubiquitous. I will agree. It is a great white boyism, but like, it doesn't have the universality. It doesn't have the universality. Even Frick has a little more universality to it. But you're on thin ice, Buster. Hey, you're on thin ice, Buster. It is a definitive white boyism, but it has one note. I think that may be it. I had a dumb D&D character named Buster because when people threatened him in a bar and called him Buster, he thought that was his name. That's pretty good. You're going to be on thin ice, Buster, if you don't put it in S tier. Seasoning, I thought we were talking about whiteisms. Okay, well then it's a little too seasoned for me. It's got taco seasoning on it when I don't want tacos. How's that for whiteism? I opened up my Taco Bell taco seasoning packet And I put it all over my meat, and I wasn't even going to eat tacos, but now it tastes like tacos. It's one taco note. It's I'm not saying it's bad.
Thiesel.
I'm not saying it's bad.
Tacos Kale.
I'm just saying it doesn't got the boom shakalaka quality to it, you know? You're barking up the wrong tree. That's pretty good, though. It's pretty good. Again, it's pretty good.
Classic.
Not A, but that's a classic. That's a classic. That's like high B. Hey, you're barking up the wrong tree. Barking up the wrong tree. This is a classic white boyism that it's not as overplayed. You're barking up the wrong tree, pal. Teamwork makes the dream work. Listen here, pal. You're barking up the wrong tree. Hang on, buckaroo. I think like all of these are in the same. Putting Tarnation down here. I like all these more than Tarnation. Timber, when something falls over, this one's slowly going down here too. I think Let's Rock and Roll and You're Barking Up the Wrong Tree is... I think they're pretty close. Tarnation, if there's more Bs, we're going to drop Tarnation. I'm just going to drop it down to high C tier. I'm just going to drop it down to high C tier. Whippersnapper. Ooh, this is an old whiteism. This probably can't stay up there too much, but that's like... Whippersnapper is like a definitive whiteism, but like, ooh, the kind of white boyism, ooh, maybe it's the worst white boy you know, because the person who would say whippersnapper probably voted to strip away a woman's rights recently, so probably no whippersnapper, because like, I'm pretty sure that also is like, that has to be a racist origin somewhere in there. I don't know enough about the origins of whippers or snappers, but there's just something about like the person who does this and no, you know, that's the worst white boy you know. Nope. That's the worst white boy you know. That's a 90-year-old white boy saying, what, calling the people he sees on Fox News whippersnappers. Yeah, no. Watch it, Einstein. That's good. That's hey, watch it, Einstein. Hey, Einstein, I'm on your side. God, that's pretty, watch it, Einstein. Oh, it's so good because you're calling someone Einstein when they're acting so dumb. That's a good one. That is a good one. Watch it, Einstein. That's an A tier. That's A tier. I don't care who you are. That's pretty good. Hey, watch it, Einstein.
Boop. Gee,
watch it, Einstein.
You're barking up the wrong tree, Buster. Get a load of this chump, busting my balls. You bet your sweet bippy that tears it. Am I speaking white boy language or having a stroke?
Gay Robot, you're doing so well.
What happened to the
Gay Robot, you're doing great.
An entire pocket full of change while waiting in line.
The shaking an entire pocket. No one has change anymore. No one carries change in their pocket. In fact, if I have change in my pocket, I get upset. Change is just a thing that I put in the tip jar if I pay with cash. I don't fuck with change. I used to save quarters. I used to save a bunch of quarters and change because all of that eventually would turn into like laundry money, gas station money. Now if I get like a handful of change and I'm not in Japan, I'm just upset. Frankly, I'm just upset. Just gonna sneak right past you. S.
Google says,
Excuse me?
whippersnapper
Oh, wait.
is
So,
about wits.
okay. Well, hold on now.
Someone who thinks they're
Is there a
stupid for their
scooch?
britches.
Do they say scooch?
But
Because
no
scoot.
racism
Ooh, scoot.
attached.
Well, not scoot specifically. It's
Sorry, booty,
scooch.
but I'm gonna
Just
need
gonna
to
sneak right past you.
just
That
scooch
is.
on past chat.
Yeah, I'm just gonna need to. I think this is where it's like. I'm just gonna need to sneak right past you. I'm gonna scooch. Oh, let me just. Oh, yeah. Is oop or ope up here? Because that's that oop. No, I don't think a white boy wrote this.
Oop with hands up.
Yeah, it's oop. Oh, let me just sneak right past you. Let me just scooch right past you. Are these whiteisms or just Midwest phrases? Well, I'm trying to get to the bottom of it, right, too, because these are just white people phrases. And white people Mecca, the Midwest, I think inspires a lot of these. Yeah, I think it's just going to sneak right past you. Oh, excuse me. Just gonna scooch right past you. I think like replacing sneak, I think is more of the colloquialism, the pop, soda, Coke, soda pop. I think it's that diatribe. I think it's where you're from is just gonna sneak, scooch, just gonna move right past you. I think the phrase in itself speaks to like the old white ancestors. You know, I like to imagine the old white ancestors, you know, just like in a cave somewhere going like, oop, 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 scooch. Like I feel like I hear them in a cave going, oop, oop. Yeah, the ancient texts of just gonna sneak right past you. The ancient texts. Yo, memes! Memes PhD, thank you so much for the Prime sub, my homie. Thank you for your support. I appreciate you. Thank you. Squeeze me? Ooh, that's... Squeeze me? Squeeze me? Alright. I feel like saying squeeze me goes in line with making like Tex Avery sounds like squeeze me? Like I feel like squeeze me is like it would be up there in S tier whiteism. I think it's fallen a little bit out of fashion, but an squeeze me is like this is like a Three Stooges whiteism, right? Like this is a classic like squeeze me is like a Charlie Chaplin of whiteisms. Like it was, oh my gosh, squeeze me. Ooh, but that's pretty good. It's old, but I think it's a classic for a reason. Squeeze me, baking powder. I feel like squeeze me just always hits. Squeeze me is a great one. Squeeze me. I don't think you can say it seriously. Is it better than saying hang on, buckaroo? Well, hang on, buckaroo. Squeeze me? I think it is. Because hang on, buckaroo, I think it is lighthearted and fun, but squeeze me is like I think no matter where you are, no matter what kind of conversation, squeeze me cannot be said without just like a schmarmy white boy grin. And when I say white boy, I mean white ladies too, but it's in the gendered language sense where it's all masculine based. It's interchangeable, you know. Ladies can be white boys too. Let's be very clear. NBs can be white boys too. Let's be very clear. You know, he's a dude, she's a dude, we're all dudes. White boy is gender neutral. Yeah. I think squeeze me lets the inner white boy out of anyone. They could be fun. It could be just like, squeeze me? You know, it could be like in a serious conversation of just like, yeah, so unfortunately we're going to have to let you go. Squeeze me? Wow, that's a white boy move right there. Wow, that's a crazy whiteism. I feel like buckaroo's funnier to say though. I think buckaroo it doesn't have the, I think it's low A or high B. But if it's, you know, I think putting it down by B is probably fine. Squeeze me? For Pete's sake. You know, seeing it with the others, I think it makes more sense. Squeeze me isn't an Einstein. Holy cow. Holy cow is ooh, holy cow. Holy cow might be an S tier.
Excuse me, interchangeable.
Holy cow, maybe S tier. I think no matter where you are, holy cow. I think holy cow is an S tier whiteism. I think holy cow is, I think that's something a child white boy would say, a grandmother white boy would say. I think holy cow is like up there with like, holy cow. I think it's exasperative. I think it's diminutive. Like, oh, holy cow. I think it's, you know, you see, it's timeless. Yeah, I think holy cow just hits. Not only is holy cow, but it's also like one of the most famous white boys to do it, Harry Carey. Holy cow! Like I think it's ingrained at least as a Chicago white boy. Hearing Harry Carey scream, "Holy cow!" It works for everything. It works for everything. S tier. S tier. Timeless. Every emotion. L. Oh, Keth, you don't think Holy cow. What, Kath, where would you put? Holy cow, Kath. Holy cow. You're just going to sneak right past me with an L? You're being a wise guy, huh? L take. L take. Sweet giblets? Never heard this in my life.
Holy cow, Kath.
I have never heard sweet giblets. L for love. L for love. Sweet giblets. See, this is one of those some of these sweet giblets. This is one of those that's like riggedy wreck yourself. Saying sweet giblets is like saying it seriously, F tier. The worst white boy you know saying sweet giblets with their whole chest. Saying it ironically could be fun. Could be fun. Hannah Montana ain't no way. That's the thing. Saying it unironically, worst white boy you know. Worst white boy you know. Saying it ironically and fun, just like this, could be fun, but out of context, it has to be F. Out of context, if it's anywhere higher, you need to explain it. No. Hot Belgian waffles is not a white boy. That's not a, that, no. No one I know has ever said this.
That's like made up gobbledygook.
No.
Also, is gobbledygook on the list?
I don't know, but that definitely sounds like a slur. That there's no way that's not a slur from the ancient tomes. Oh, brother. Oh, this is A tier. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. This one is also like, oh, brother, I think is up there. Oh, brother could easily be S tier. Oh, brother could easily slip into S tier of like, oh, brother. Oh, brother. Like that is grade A USDA select white boyism. That is that's a peanut butter jelly with a glass of milk white boyism. Oh brother. Oh brother. Woo, oh brother. Yeah, that is A tier. Love and oh brother. Jesus H Christ. Leave it to white people to take Jesus's name in vain. Jesus H Christ. But the H. Jesus H Christ. Jesus H Christ. It's like B tier. It's like B tier. You know, I would rather scream frick. Jesus H Christ. It's 2 1 note. What's the H stand for? Hung.
Holy!
You know. Nice try, pal.
Jesus.
Nice try,
The
pal.
ratio Christ.
You're on thin ice. That's a little better than you're on thin ice, Buster. Nice try, pal. Nice try, pal. I like it. I like nice try, pal. Again, it's better than listen here, pal, because nice try, pal, I think is a little bit better. Like listen here, pal. Like that's like you can't get away from it, but nice try, pal. That has I'm putting pal. No, I got to put pal down here. No. Jesus hung Christ shows up right before Jesus fucking Christ. That's right. It's you can watch all of that in the Dan Brown porn parody, The Da Vinci's Chode, where Leonardo da Vinci kept getting horny drawing Jesus, and so behind all of the paintings was a hidden message that Jesus, well, the message was really just like he would bang all of the prostitutes. And then so Richard Langdon goes around France deciphering all of the clues and then masturbating to all of he's the first man to ever masturbate to Leonardo da Vinci's hidden porns. It's fascinating. The Da Vinci Chode. You should check it out. I usually hear this once per your stream, then, hey, nice try, pal. Nice try, pal. Nice try, pal. Yeah, nice try. Nice try, pal. Radical, right on, tubular. Okay, these are all California white boyisms. I'm putting these with groovy. I'm putting these right with groovy. Time and place. Time and place. You can't say certain ones without just being a California white boy. They're par for the course. Radical's down here. This is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Right On. Right On's under Groovy. Don't like Right On. Tubular, I think, is a class. I'm gonna put Tubular because this is like a classic white boyism. I would say Tubular is like a wonderful one there. Hate to burst your bubble. Yeah. Yeah, I think Tubular is pretty good. They're not from Cali, just the 70s, 80s. This is all like that surfing turned skateboarding California vibe. I think it's all that. Did you forget Rocket Power? I mean, that was in Hawaii, but like, I think it was still based on like the popular media presence of the 70s, 60s California surf scene. Tubular was one of the hidden Super Mario levels, right? And there was also like, but like surf music and surf rock was like all the rage with all of that. Rocket Power was in Hawaii? Yeah, that's like the whole major part of it, wasn't it? Isn't like Tito native Hawaiian? And like they all call like the white people moving there howlies? And like that's why Squid was accepted by like the little Hawaiian kids?
IDK, man! I wasn't paying much attention at that age! He!
I thought it was in California. I always assumed Rocket Power was in Hawaii because like there was a lot of like Hawaiian things happening, right? What, am I crazy? Spaghetti-O. Oh, God.
I thought it was Hawaii.
Hi, Booty. What are we doing? We're doing a white people phrases tier list right now. As the resident ambassador to white boys, I'm using my global influence to make a definitive ranking of white boy phrases. We got a lot here. Right now, it's spaghetti. Spaghetti-O. Ocean Shores, California is the main setting of Rocket Power. Huh. I always thought it was in Hawaii for some reason. Maybe it was just because Tito was Hawaiian. I thought it was Hawaii too. I thought it was Hawaii. Hold on. Is this a Berenstein Bears effect? Is this a Berenstein Bears effect? I thought the whole thing was that they were in like... I thought that they were in Hawaii. Because wasn't the whole thing like Sam moving there that like...
Tiki bar.
At Dr_Spaghetti.
Wasn't the whole thing that like Sam moved there as a white boy and was made fun of? Maybe they went to Hawaii for a competition. I also thought it was Hawaii. I'm so lost. What?
I always thought Cali.
It takes place in a fictional town in Southern California. They occasionally take vacation to Hawaii. And just the character Tito was Hawaiian. Huh. Maybe I'm thinking of the Wild Thornberries. Yeah, yep. Famous Hawaiian show that I always confuse with Wild Thornberries. Classic famous Hawaiian actor Tim Curry in The Wild Thornberries. Classic Hawaiian character Debbie. Famous Hawaiian letter B. Classic character Debbie. Classic Hawaiian letter. I forgot the sarcasm. No, did I not add my sarcasm tone either? The Hawaiian Thornberries. Spaghetti-O. Spaghetti-O. I think Spaghetti-O had its time and place, but like Groovy and Chump, it's been relegated to like just par for the course. It's okay. It's not the worst white boy you know. Spaghetti-O. Like, it's not like a nope tier anymore. It's not that overused, but like, it's just okay. Put it with Groovy and Chump. It's of the times. Crud. Crud. I'm going to say no. I don't think crud is specifically a white boyism on its own. Crud is just, no. I don't like it. Don't like the sound of it. It's not fun. Never said crud. Never said crud at all. I don't know what it is about it, but no. The white boy delegation, we don't accept crud. No, not even the worst white boy I know says it. It's just nope. Nope. No shit, Sherlock. It's a little too aggressive. No shit, Sherlock. I don't like no shit, Sherlock. I don't like no shit Sherlock. It's one of those that I'm just like, no shit Sherlock. I feel like it is a popular white boyism, but I just, it's down here, I guess. No shit Sherlock. I just don't like it. I don't like it. Any good white boy phase doesn't rely on swearing. In fact, like swearing kind of takes out of the classic white boyism. It's just down here. No, for crying out loud. A tier. A tier. You're on thin ice. For crying out loud. Frick. Like it just, for crying out loud. A tier. A tier. A tier. For crying out loud is just, that is beautiful. Beautiful white boyism. Wonderful use of the language. For crying out loud. Evocative, emotional, reactionary, fun, love of For crying out loud. This might be biggest disparity. I'm a big no shit Sherlock. I don't like no shit Sherlock. I think it's too pejorative. When I think of good white boyisms, it's very Boy Scouts. Like a good white boyism can be said across ages, genders. It's like a definitive, like milk toast, milk and peanut butter sandwich white boyism. Like a good old, like a, wise guy.
Hey, my chin.
Boom, shaka, just gonna sneak right past you. But like, no shit, Sherlock. If I heard a kid say that to me, I'd be like, that's a bad white boy. No, I feel like, yeah, no shit Sherlock is like,
say it in front of
I don't think,
no dipshit either, huh?
No dipshit. Yeah, dipshit is not a good white boyism. No, not a good dipshit. Not a big dipshit fan. Over my dead body. Ooh, that's pretty good. Over my dead body. That's a pretty good one.
Children.
I think that's like over my dead body. I think that's pretty good. I think Over My Dead Body is a pretty good one. It's B tier. It's okay. Low B tier. Low B tier. Low B tier because it's like, it's got fun uses. Like, you know, hey, can I have one of those over my dead body? Like you could say it to your friends. You know, if a child were to say to you like, hey, can you hand me that over my dead body? I'd be like, whoa, easy white boy, chill. Yeah, I like Over My Dead Body. I think it's fun. I don't think it's overused that much. I think it's pretty good. I think it's pretty good. Well, I'll be darned. No. Well, I'll be darned. No. That's down here with HE double hockey sticks. There's so many better ways to describe your feelings. So many ways to describe your feelings. That's definitely down there. Well, I'll be darned. I'll be darned. No. No. Hickory Doo! The worst white boy you know. No, the worst white boy you know says hickory do. No, absolutely not. This is a white boy you should be afraid of. Someone says hot Belgian waffles, hickory do.
Hippity hoppity,
no,
give me the zop.
Those are the ones that went to like the special hospital. You know, that's the one where they sent the people to get lobotomized. If they said hot Belgian waffles and hickory do, no, absolutely not. Hold your horses. Oh,
I double dog dare you.
Hold your horses. Hold your horses is in S tier. I think that's below holy cow, but hold your horses, bud. Hold your horses. I think hold your horses is like the S tier version of what a lot of these are trying to say. Like, hold on. Nice try, pal. Listen here, pal. All of these are fractions of hold your horses power. No. All of these are just all of these are just trying to mimic a fraction of the power of Hold Your Horses. Hold Your Horses set the standard that others are just copying the recipe for success. Hold Your Horses is, I think S tier, easy. Gee Willikers, again.
Awesome song.
Again, G Willikers is this is I have to put it down here with some of these that aren't overused, but it can't go higher than C. In the year 2026, a G Willikers, I mean, you know what? G Willikers doesn't hit. G Willikers I'm putting low B. I think it's been long enough that an appropriate G Willikers I think would just hit. I think it would just hit. I think a G Willikers is just as good as an Okie Dokie. G Willikers. I think it still hits as like an innocent, innocent white boyism that isn't overused. I think it can be applied to a lot. It's very safe. I think G. Willikers still holds up as a B. Not overused. I don't think G. Willikers is even that anachronistic. I think instead of saying like HE double hockey sticks, like a G. Willikers, I think still hits. Still hits. What Booty doing? Diabetic David, how you doing, homie? Right now, as the ambassador of white boys, I am doing the definitive white people speech, white people phrases tier list. We're making our way through it. We're making our way through it. I think we got a good flow going now, right? But I think, yeah, I'm happy with putting G. Willikers down there. The Anglo ambassador. Yeah, they call me the Caucasian caucus. You know, the Anglo ambassador. The pale population.
Classics.
You had me at cock.
You had me at cock. Dag Nabbit. Ooh, Dag Nabbit. I mean, Dag Nabbit's one of those with Dag Nabbit. It's too old. It's up there with Spaghetti-O. Dag Nabbit. Well, ooh, you know what? Honestly, Dag Nabbit may go down there with Whippersnapper. You know, I may put Dag Nabbit there because the worst white boy you know. It's the person who says Dag Nabbit is 85 years old, watches Fox News, sends their grandchildren like Alex Jones merchandise from their Kickstarter to save their I don't know, soul. Like, I feel like the person who says Dag Nabbit.
Huge fan of All in the Family.
I was watching the news and they told me that the transsexuals have stolen Wendy's. Wendy's is trans now, I guess, and we're just supposed to be fine with that? No. Back in my day, Wendy's was a hamburger and it was owned by a man named Dave. Like, I feel like the person who says Dag Nabbit, the transsexuals stole Wendy's. Like, I feel like the worst white boy you know is saying Dag Nabbit right now. So that's what we got to go with. That's what we got to go with. Like, I don't see that same person going, fiddlesticks. The fiddlesticks, the immigrants are taking the healthcare. Like, no, the worst white boy isn't saying fiddlesticks.
Need a Looney Tunes,
but
dear.
Dag Nabbit, the worst white boy you know is saying Dag Nabbit. Awesome sauce. Worst white boy you know. If a white boy is saying awesome sauce in 2026, they were hit in the head in the year like 2002, fell into a coma for 24 years and just woke up thinking it's still 2002. They're like, I have my studded belt, wearing my beanie, I straighten my hair, and I'm saying awesome sauce and listening to Smosh, and they're still doing, like, you know what I mean? I don't know, like, that's 2002 coded. Yeah, that's a Rafflecopter moment.
Stop calling me out.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. That's B tier. That's low B tier. That's up there with G Willikers. Where like, it's up there. It's a classic. You know, no, it's up there. It's up there. I'm moving it up. The more I think about it, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Ooh, that could be A tier if I'm thinking about it. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I say easy peasy all the time, to which what a white boy 1, easy peasy, white boy 2, lemon squeezy. I think that's like universal white boy language. That's like a call and response. Ooh, yep. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, A tier. I've solidified it in my own mind. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. No, don't like it. Don't like it. No. I don't think it really holds up. I don't think it works. I don't really care. You're dang skippy, I do. Ugh, God, that's just so old and it sounds offensive. No. Just no. You kiss your mother with that mouth? That's pretty B. That's pretty B. Whoa, you kiss your mother with that mouth? I feel like I still say this one. I think this one is high B, because this one still has good moments. This is like, whoa, you kiss your mother with that mouth? I think it still holds up. I think it still holds up. I think today even, you would still hit. I think you would even still hit. Whoa, you kiss your mother with that mouth? Could we get a bingo card for an upcoming stream? We can have our own thing. Chat. Oh, I forgot to mention, completely unrelated to today's stream. On Saturday's stream, I'm taking a sponsor. So, it's going to be for 1 hour. 1 hour after I start. So Saturday, we're going to be doing a Booty Science Theater. Booty Science Theater, baby. Love to see it. So that gets everyone very excited. 1 hour yapping stream. 1 hour on Saturday. We're gonna pop, 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 click, 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 pop, 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 pop. Have so much fun. 1 hour in, we need to start a sponsored segment. I won't tell you who or what it is, but that'll be on Saturday, and it is for 1 hour. So from 1 hour after stream to 1 hour after that, 2 hour mark, we finish our Gamba sponsorship. Not Gamba. Why did I just our sponsorship? Not Gamba. I don't know why I said Gamba. Force of Habit. That's been a lot of our sponsorships lately, right? After 1 hour, then we'll have our Booty Science Theater in the evening. Doesn't that sound fun? I don't know why my brain thought you were going to say, I'm going to take a spa day. Chat, I could have a spa. What if I just had like a foot bath thing going at all times and every stream day was a spa day? That'd be pretty good. I'd have the softest feet in the biz. Get that bag, boy. Let's fucking go, baby. Get that bag. Get that cheddar. Eat that food. Pay that rent. Yes, piggy. Yes, piggy. Get that bag. Eat it up. Left no crumbs. Yes. How do we know you don't already? Ugh. If my feet were wet, you would know. I can't do that because I don't like when my feet are wet. It would just make me uncomfortable. I don't like it. Unless like I'm in a bath or a shower, I don't like when my feet are getting wet. I did a face mask last night with my wife. Very relaxing. I loved face masks. Okay, so again, for anyone who's only known me while I've streamed, or as of late too, because I still having a mustache. I've had a mustache for less of my life than without one. Even well into my adult life, I didn't really start keeping the mustache until like 2019, 2018, maybe. And even then it would be like, I'm going to have a mustache for a few months, shave it.
Still on.
It wasn't until like COVID and like kind of streaming that I would keep it. But that was mainly because I was just in a COVID delirium, didn't leave my house for like 7 months and I didn't have to shave. So I'm like, ooh, mustache.
How do you get your stash from just tickling your nose all day?
Trimming it. You take a little, either like if you have a pair of clippers with a guard, do that. And then I take like a little tiny, like on the clippers, you could just go like nude. And then you just like, I hold it upside down, hold here. And then you just draw like an imaginary line and you just shave the mustache hairs that like grow up into your nose. Just kind of like shave down just a tiny bit, especially around your nose area. Like I hold my nose up like this. Here, I'll zoom in so you can see my tech. I go. And then I just kind of go in like that. Like if this was here, I go. Like that. And then just mess it all up. Write that down. How do you, holy macaroni, that seems hard. Shake a leg. No. As a theater white boy, shake a leg. No. Down at the bottom. No. Shake a leg. No. Buzz off, will ya? Buzz off. That's up there with like Tarnation. Oh, buzz off. No more Mr. Nice Guy. No, buzz off is all the way down here. Buzz off is a little above Fiddlesticks. What is shake a leg? It's like break a leg, but break a leg in the theater world is you never wish well on someone. You wish the worst thing to happen, so you would wish for them to break a leg as a way to say good luck without jinxing them. But then breaking a leg became evil, so then people would be like, let's shake a leg. Like they're dancing to like hurry up, to like move your legs quicker. But like, I know the only definitive blank a leg should be break a leg. Hey, shake a leg. Get your leg out. I don't give a rat's ass. See, this one is like, I don't give a rat's ass. I'm putting, I know it swears. I'm putting it above D tier because this is like, I think this is one of the exceptions of the rules. Like, I don't give a rat's ass. I think of all the phrases with like a swear ass. I think rat's ass is going to be the exception. I think it's up there. It's hit or miss. It's not that interesting. I feel like it isn't just a soul white boyism, but like, I don't give a rat's ass. That's pretty good. Why I oughta. Why I oughta. I think why I oughta is a high B tier. Why I oughta is a high B tier. Again, it can be used for, no, it has so many uses. You can say it to your friends. You could say it to yourself. Be like, why I oughta. I think it's always fun. It can be, I don't think you can say it seriously and
so
be taken
accurate.
seriously. It's not like an A or S tier, you know? It's always like a, why I oughta. But like, that's like a perfect white boyism. That's a perfect white boyism of hitting him with a, why I oughta.
So Ralph.
I think it's like, I think it is like a perfectly ingrained white boyism. I think a why I oughta, I don't think, I think it is a very, very solid old white boyism that I think can still hold up.
Oh,
I
you
think it
dirty
works.
rat.
Oh, you dirty rat. Make like a banana and split. Make like a tree and leaf. Oh man, these are.
What's
Oh man, these are. Putting them D tier.
So many of these are foghorn.
I'm putting these down in D tier. These are like, even said ironically is, even said ironically, like, even the plays on them, like, hey, I'm gonna make like a tree and branch. It's just like, we get it. We get it. You're a white boy. Okay, we get it. We get it.
Let's blow this popsicle stand.
Now that. Let's blow this popsicle stand. Now that. Now that. Mwah. Now that is grade A right there. That is grade A. Really screwed the pooch on this one. High B? I'm putting why I oughta in A tier. I'm putting why I oughta in A tier. I'm doing it. Really screwed the pooch on this one. That's a good B tier. Oh, it's down here though. Really screwed the pooch. I say screwed the pooch all the time still, which is why, like, I think it's going. I'm putting it below. Really screwed the pooch on this one. Yeah, I still think that this is a classic. I think this one still holds up. I say this one without. Really, a lot of this is like ones that I like and ones that I say, and I still say really screwed the pooch. Drat. This is the most evil white boy you've ever seen. Drat is like a Snidely Whiplash coded. Saying drat, unironically, now in 2026 is like you just tied a woman to the train tracks with like your dog named Pugsley. You know what I mean? Like, this is like someone who says drat, this is a throwback to the beginning of stream. Saying drat is the equivalent of like hitting the Gendo Ikari. Drat. Like, saying drat is like presenting yourself as like,
Back when Lee
Drat.
was in whiskey, still.
like, I feel like saying drat is like you base your personality around,
Starface 500 and
I don't know, like a villain from a 1930s
Hey,
movie.
keep Pugsley out of it.
Or Mugsley. Oh, rats. Oh, rats. I mean, this. Oh, rats.
all
Just
done
that.
for
I mean, that's
putting it up
Charlie
there.
Brown, boy. That's Charlie Brown. That's like, you know, that's like quoting the scripture. Like, oh, rats. Oh, rats. Like, that's not one that I would say, but you got to acknowledge the history. The history of the all rats. Like, that's got to give some weight. That's got to give some weight to the all rats. It may be, but it's better than a tarnation, you know? All rats. I think that still hits. But drat? No. The worst white boy you says who wears, like, drat. Not the Gendo Lakari's notepad. We're so many meme layers deep. Scoot. Hey, Scooch. I'm going to put Scoot up there with Scooch I'm going to put Scoot up there with Scooch, and Scoot is going to go up there with Oh Brother. If this was let me scoot right past you, this would be the easiest slam dunk. But Scoot, hey, Scoot your boot. Fuck it, I'm putting Scoot up there, Renee. I'm putting Scoot is Scoot, Scooch. Let me just scooch past you. Let me hold your horses. Hey, Scoot past. I feel like most of the white boyisms are like, hey, Scoot. Hey, let me just scoot over. We just scooch. I feel like Scoot's gonna go under Oh Brother. I think high A is a good Scoot. Cowabunga. Come on, guys. Cowabunga. It's a turtle who says it. I mean, it's Bart Sim. It's a yellow boy. And it's a yellow cartoon, and it's a turtle. Like, I don't think it is. I'm going to put it a Cowabunga D. No. It's a yellow cartoon and a turtle. I've made my decision. No. Hey, now you listen here. Wow. Now you listen here.
You look like you would.
This is like a big Karenism.
To be fair,
This is like a big
teenage
Karenism, but like
mutant.
now you listen here. Listen here, bub. I think it needs a bub. If it had bub, this is talking to everyone that I know back home. Hey, listen here, bub. Now you listen here. This is pretty good. Now you listen here is like above timber. Yeah, that's pretty good right there. That's pretty good.
And a
It's pretty
ninja.
good. The turtle is teenage and mutant. Yeah, but not white boy. You look like you would say Cowabunga. Damn. I don't think I've ever said Cowabunga outside of this stream in my life. Maybe I've hit like a...
Did
Do
I
you know
listen
Bort
here?
Simpson? He says Cowabunga, dude. Let's blow this popsicle stand. S tier. S tier. Let's blow this popsicle stand. It's me, the popsicle stand. It works for every age bracket. Let's blow this popsicle stand. Works for the mundane. You're leaving the grocery store. Let's blow this popsicle stand. You're going to work. Let's blow this popsicle stand. You're leaving work on your feet, not even driving. Let's blow this popsicle. It is an S tier way to leave any function. You got an Irish exit and you got time for me to blow this popsicle stand and leave. Always works. You look cool and mysterious. Blowing the popsicle stand doesn't miss. S tier. S tier. Is it better than Let's Rock and Roll? It is the definitive. Let's Rock and Roll is trying to mirror. Popsicle stands existed before rock and roll, and it will continue to exist beyond it. That son of a gun. Ooh, that son of a gun. That son of a gun. Oh, God. I kind of want to put son of a gun.
Large fan pointed at a front.
Of all of the substitute things, instead of son of a bitch, that son of a gun. I think that son of a gun is one of my favorites. That son of a gun. That son of a gun. Because it
feels so
works. I don't know if it's on the Mount Rushmore, though. It is, I think, very high A. Let's blow this popsicle stand. That son of a gun. No, I'm putting it A tier. High A. I agree, B. I think it's high A. That son of a gun. I think it's up. It could be. We have a lot on A, but not everything can be boom shakalaka now. You mess with the bull, you get the horns. That's the worst white boy you know. That's every white boy who had like the spiked frosted tips, the Sum 41 chunky metal ball chain. You mess with the bull, you get the horns. That was like even the grown white boy. That's the worst white boy you know. That's like the white boy who's threatening the minimum wage employee at a Pizza Hut. You know, that's like you mess with the bull, you get the horns.
Is from Ohio.
Yeah,
but has
no,
a strong
no.
southern
You mess with the
accent.
bull, you get the horns. That's the worst white boy. No, beat it, twerp. Ooh, beat it, twerp. This is like classic. Ooh, you know what? Again, I'm putting it high B. I'm putting it high B. This is up there with Watch It Einstein. I feel like these two are up there because Beat It Twerp is like, close your eyes right now. Who's saying Beat It Twerp? It is the quintessential like
that the way she
70s,
goes on
80s,
there?
90s, 2000s white boy bully. This is like, it's not a word, it's not a phrase that I myself as a white boy would say, but Beat It Twerp has been generationally white boy bully talk, and you gotta give it its flowers. Beat It Twerp has existed from like Marty McFly to Hey Arnold. You know, like it has been there from before I was born, and Beat It Twerp will continue after I die. I may not abide by the white boyism of it, but Beat It Twerp has stood the test of time as like the definitive what the white boy bully says in anything. It's just Beat It Twerp. I'm not a twerp. Like you can't. It is the de facto. A million white boy bullies have spoken this line. It's one of the most famous white boy speeches outside of To Be or Not to Be. It's really up there. Yeah, as a white boy bully actor, you got to cut your teeth on some Beat It Twerps. That's just, well, ain't that just a pity? Well, ain't that just a pity? I don't know about, this isn't my favorite use of a pity party. This is okay. Ain't that just a pity? Ain't that just a pity? It's okay. It's okay. Ain't that just a pity? It's not the best. I would rather say like, you having a pity party. Calling something a pity party. Now that's white boy speech. Calling something, you having a pity party. You having a pity party? Like that to me is white boy speech. But like, well, ain't that just a pity? I don't see it. I don't hear it. No. No.
Pity party is much better.
No. Just nope. Whoa there, fella. Whoa there, fella. That's up there with Scoot. Whoa there, fella. Whoa there, fella. Yeah, that's up there. Whoa there, fella. Whoa there, fella. Whoa there, fella. Slow down. Whoa there, fella. Whoa there, fella. That's strong. That's A tier. That's A. Whoa there, fella. Before you continue, how do you like them apples? No. Whoa there, fella's good. Scram? Ugh. Scram. Scram's up there. B tier. It's effective. It's short. Scram is good. Is it like Mount Rushmore? No. It's good. It's good. It's up there. I hit him with a scram. You know, you can scram. You could tell someone to scram. You know, those darn scram. The kids are playing Sandlot again or something. I don't know. You can be like, the cops are here. Scram. Like you can, there's so many uses for it, but it's like, oh yeah, scram exists, I guess. I always forget about it. It's a forgettable word. Forgettable word, but it's okay.
So mid.
It's better than a lot of these. It's more modern. I still would say scram than a lot of these. What the flip still, I think, up there. Scram, what the flip? What the flip? See, the more I say what the flip, the more that I'm going to start saying it now. What the flip? In fact, I'm pretty sure I do say it. Watch it, punk.
What's a flip?
The word punk is like, again, watch it, punk. That's like, ugh. Watch it, punk. That's with, I don't give a rat's ass. Hey, watch it, punk. It's a little too diminutive to be like, no, watch it, punk is okay. If it was like, watch it, pal. Yeah, nice try, pal. Watch it, buddy. But watch it, punk.
Raggy.
That's like the worst white boy you know is saying punk like that. The worst white boy you know is saying punk like that. Let's be real. I wouldn't call my friend like, hey, whoa, you're being a punk. It's like, oh, thank you. I thrifted this. Like, I actually made this myself by sewing it on. Like, no. Watch it, punk. Yeah, the only people who would use it pejoratively is like this, right? Hey, cool your jets. Cool your jets. Cool your jets. Cool your jets. Hey, cool your jets. Cool your jets. Cool your jets, I think, is better than... For Pete's sake. Cool your jets. I think it falls into this category. They're okay. They're B. For Pete's sake, cool your jets. Excuse me? Those are all good B tier. That's a good B tier. Newsflash, buddy. Oh, newsflash, buddy. Oh, newsflash. See, it's the buddy. It's the buddy. The buddy really solidifies it. Newsflash, buddy. Hey, newsflash. What is a newsflash? I don't even know what a newsflash is. Hey, newsflash, buddy.
Contact.
Damn.
It's so in
Yeah,
your
that's
face.
that's cunty tier right there. That's cunty tier. Newsflash, buddy. Especially if you follow by a you ain't. You think you hot shit? Newsflash, buddy. You ain't. You ain't. Newsflash, buddy. Yeah, that's a good newsflash to counter your point. Asking a question, answering your own question. Classic white boy behavior. Classic white boy behavior by hitting him with a oh, you think you're good? Newsflash. You ain't.
Enter in the next
Exclamation mark enter now?
for a chance to win.
Exclamation mark enter now? Exclamation mark enter now for your chance to win a free V-neck shirt,
Give me
homies.
that.
Oh my god, thank you so
We
much,
need
Fitzy. Let's
booty
fucking
invite.
go. Exclamation mark enter for your chance to
me that.
win free clothes. F-R-E-E, that spells free clothes. Free clothes, guys. Exclamation mark enter. Please, right now, we'll get your chance to win a free shirt. Holy shit, Fitzy. What the hell? Finally, for the last one on our white boy tier list, take a chill pill.
Creditreport.com, baby.
That's right there. That's right there with A tier. It's so neutral. Hey, take a chill pill. Take a chill pill, buddy. Oh, take a chill pill. That's A tier white boy speech. I think exclamation mark enter. Get your exclamation mark enters in for everybody. Holy moly. The more you enter, the better your chance to win. I'm pretty sure. I don't know math. Exclamation mark enter.
I didn't get the memo.
I didn't get
Enter.
the memo. There still is quite a few that aren't in here. Like, they're missing, yeah, right. They're missing the, yeah, right. You know, they're missing the, yeah, right. Hold your pills. Take a chill horse. Boom shakalaka. It goes so hard. Boom shakalaka. Boom shakalaka. It works every way. Hey, whoa, wise guy. Whoa, wise guy. All right, I'm going to move some of these, I think, now. I think wise guy is low S tier, though. Wise guy's above popsicle stand. But hold your horses. Holy cow. Just going to sneak right past you. I think is S tier right behind Boom Shakalaka. I definitely think.
Giveaway
Oh,
winner
brother.
announcement
Oh,
at
that's big,
Mimi's
big.
PhD.
Newsflash, buddy. That
One
son of a gun.
gift of a V.
Whoa there, fella.
Function,
That's pretty good right there.
Massage
Crying
shop,
out loud. I
total
think for crying out loud's pretty good
booty.com.
there.
Soon, redeem to redeem.
You could say that again. I think that's...
Clap.
Clap.
I think that's up there.
Two.
Get a load of this guy.
Clap.
Get a load of this guy. I think that's still up there. Busting my
But when
balls.
anything is dropped and
Cat trapped
broken,
in,
it's
beat
a
it, twerp.
crime.
Yeah, easy peasy. Take it. Yeah, I like that. Kiss your mother with that mouth. Ooh, that's still pretty good. That's pretty good. Rat's ass is A tier minimum. I don't give a rat's ass. I don't give a rat's ass what you think. See, it's par for the course. I don't think it's a good white boyism. I think you should give a rat's ass. If you don't give a rat's ass, then why are you telling me you don't?
You can
That's
say
like,
that
it's
again.
performative white boyism. Saying you don't give a rat's ass when you could say something like, oh, rats. Oh, for Pete's sake. Like, I don't give a rat's ass. It's just like, whoa, easy there, white boy. Easy there, white boy. I would rather them say, I don't give a rat's ass than, yeah, over my dead body. Or, now you listen here. Hey, cool your jets. You're barking up the wrong tree. Like, I don't give a rat's ass. I feel like it has one time and place. I think it has one time and place, and I don't think that it's like, I don't think it's that canon to the white boy lore. I don't think it's a canon event. I think like it is up there. It's par for the course, bud. It's par for the course. It's not nope.
Pump the brakes.
Yeah, pump the brakes. Hey, hold your horses. Pump the brakes. Hold your horses. Just gonna sneak right past you. Just gonna sneak right past you. Oh, let me just
Easy
scooch
peasy
right
lemon
past. Let me just
squeezy
scooch
could
right
make the
past you.
climb to S
Let me just scoot right. Let me
very
just scoot
maybe
right past you
fair.
there, bud. Let me just
But as
scoot.
far
Let
as
me just scoot right past you there.
celebrations
But
go,
it's just
pretty
scoot. Oh, I'm just gonna scoot right
white-tastic.
past you there. I'm gonna say I'm gonna sneak right past you at least once a day. Top tier, S tier. Boom shakalaka, sneak right past you is Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore instantly. Those two easy. I would need to see like a CH. If this was Scooch, particularly Scooch, this would go up there probably right after Holy Cow. Because it would be a combination of these. Just going to sneak right past you. Oh, Scooch.
Him not your
Right
buddy.
by you. But yeah, Scooch, I think they need an Ope. I think Ope would have been good. And there's no Okie Dokie.
Memes VHD. Don't.
I don't know how there's not an Okie Dokie.
Him not your pal, buddy.
But like, I mean, what are we going to do? It needed to be Okie Dokie, but without it. Okay, can I even fit all of these on one screen? Okay, there we go. The definitive white boy tier list, chat. The definitive white boy tier list. I will hear no arguments.
Scooching with your bippy.
What did I fucking say? Do not mention my bippy.
Poggers.
Do not mention my bippy. What the? You're on thin ice, pal. You're on thin ice. I don't give a rat's ass. Well, I do give a rat's ass about you talking about my bippy. Do not mention my bippy. Well, Boom Shakalaka was coined by a black funk band. Is it even a whiteism? I'm so glad you asked. Most modern whiteisms are stolen, aka manifest destinied from predominantly black culture. Yes. Yes. Rock and roll? Hey, that's rock and roll, baby. AKA, that's the white people law of manifest destiny, as is tradition. Yeah, we put the flag in it. Where's your flag? As is tradition. Yeah, there you go. As your white boy ambassador, I'm glad we can appreciate it together. Yeah, we're very much thieves. Was cheese and crackers on there? Cheese and crackers was not on there. Nah, cheese and crackers. But like I think that's a little more cartoony. That's a little more cartoony than just like than a classic white boyism, you know? Now you listen here. Yo, memes. Yo, you got your shirt. Let's go, homie. Let's go. Congratulations, memes. Oh my God, everything happened so quickly. I'm glad that you got your shirt though. Let's fucking go, dude. Let's fucking go. Chat, I got another one that I want to do still. Are you guys having fun with the tier list? Do you want to hear more of my opinions? Chat, do you want to hear more of my opinions? I also have a longer one of relationship red flags. Oh wait, I have to leave in like 30 minutes though. Fuck.
Yes.
Can I get this done in like 30 minutes?
Opa.
Ain't no.
This one is twice as long as the last one. I can speed run it.
Until you gotta go.
Speed run.
I'm going to speed run it. 0 explanations. I really needed a drink though. I can drink in 30 minutes. All right, we're going to lock the fuck in, chat. Relationship red flag tier list. Should I? Oh, wait. I have another. Hold on. Let me see if I can find the other one.
Locken.
I have another one that's a little smaller. I think. Trying to see where it is. Cool. Here it is. Perfect. All right, chat. Well, I'm going to save this. Do you guys like tier list day? Chat, do you like tier list? That was so much fun. I love just being able to have opinions, and tier lists are my favorite way of tier listing. So chat, this is a tier list on the worst ways to die. This is a tier list called Worst Ways to Die.
Not us.
I feel very opinionated on this. And if there's not like all of them that I see in my head. Explosion, A tier, best tier.
Now this I'm an
Okay,
expert
so
in.
let's go through this
Isn't
pretty
that
quickly.
just 1,000 ways
Well,
to
this in
die?
particular is 36 ways to die. This is particular 36 ways. So I believe acceptable is like that's good, but the worst is down here. So hell is a better alternative. Let the sweet nothingness embrace me. Mid. Imagine having a mid death.
I'll test
A
them out to
mid death.
confirm Hail Satan.
Mildly disturbing. Acceptable. Okay. I'm gonna let's do this. Okay, lethal injection. Is this a tampon applicator? What in the world is this?
I've been to hell. It's in the Caribbean.
Okay, let me. Here, is this better for you guys? Lethal injection. Boom. What is Pona
Zooms a little booty.
Kool-Aid?
Toy syringe?
A
What
syringe.
is Pona
Needs
Kool-Aid?
Wiener
Okay,
Kaleibad.
Pona Kool-Aid. Under Roman
Sounds
law,
like
type of death penalty
medieval
imposed on the
torture.
subject who was found guilty of parricide. The punishment consisted of being sewn up in a leather sack with assortment of live animals, including a dog, snake, monkey, and chicken, and or a rooster, and then being thrown into the water? Fucking Christ. So that's drowning and being mauled to death. That's drowning and being eaten and mauled to death? That's hell is no. Because like drowning, I'll give you a clue right now. Drowning is already one of the worst ways. I would never want to drown. This is like, I almost died by drowning as a kid. Lifeguard saved me. Hate drowning. Absolutely not. But like hell, this is
With other
drowning.
things that
This
are
is drowning
freaking out in
plus.
the same
This is
situation.
like drowning HBO Max. The other things that are freaking out, and yeah, that's even worse than just drowning. Quartering is crazy. So it depends on the quartering. Like, is it one of those like instant like? Because I feel like with some of like the medieval tortured ones, I feel like you would have to be like, what's the right word? With some of the medieval torture, I feel like you would go into shock first, right? Like I feel like you would go into shock. But like if you like God, this would also be the worst. Hell would. What is scaphism? This looks like you're in a barrel.
Drowning
Oh my
is
God.
my number one fear.
Or heart attack?
Scaphism, or the boats, is an ancient Persian method of execution designed to slow excruciating death by dehydration, starvation, septic shock.
I know about this.
They were trapped between two boats covered in milk and honey, left to be eaten alive by insects. What the fuck is wrong with this? Way down there. That's worse than drowning. It's drowning plus. Stoning? Oh, stoning can go one of two ways. You, like, a stone to the head instantly
They don't drown.
could just render you just gone. Like, instantly, right?
Nah, man.
Like stoning, in my mind, someone could hit you in the head with one rock and you just go brain dead, you're gone. But, like, if it was, like, a bunch of ones...
Pelted usually.
Fucked up.
Hanging? Oh, God. I mean, what kind of hanging? Like, again, like if it's done right, like you just don't feel anything. If it's done wrong, that could be awful. I like how it's mildly disturbing. Hanging mid. It's kind of instant, but like if it's done wrong,
If you don't break,
you
them,
suffer. So
you
like
suffer.
it's right in between. It's because like again, then that's like suffocating all of this, like one of the worst things. But then also it could just be you don't feel anything, right? I guess so. Fine. Boiled alive. What kind? Is it like a lobster where it's a slow rolling boil? Or is it like the water is boiling and like you get thrown into a boiling pot? Because if you don't feel it, or like maybe it's natural, I don't know.
Frog.
Am I a frog?
Brazen bull style.
Well, brazen bull is down here. And like that also is like burning alive. That sounds awful. But boiled alive, I feel like with some of these, like your body would go into shock. Like that's where I feel like a lot of this would come into play of like your body goes into shock and then you just kind of like before you die, your just body shuts down. Like that's kind of what this would be maybe. I don't know. If it's boiled in oil would be horrible. Room with a gun with this song. Well, that's like instantaneously.
Honestly,
That's like
anything to
instantaneously.
do
If you have a
with the
gun,
heat
that's
death.
instantaneous.
It's
That's
on the
sure.
lower ranks.
Sawed in half.
Burning alive sounds
I feel like I'm
better
putting
than
this in the
being
sweet
cooked
nothingness
alive.
because again, I feel
I
after
feel
a
like
certain
burning
bit,
kills
it
your
would be
nerves
like
faster.
this. You would feel it
Boiled
all the way
alive.
up until the very last second,
Can't
and it would be the
be
worst thing
mid.
ever. Sawed in
Imagine
half.
that
Hear me
on
out.
your gravestone.
Your body would go into shock eventually, and then you would just you would just be out of it, right? I think. I hope. I'm putting it there. Crucifixion. Again, it's like suffocating plus suffocating, but worse. Because in reality, crucifixion wasn't, it was just you stand there until you can't hold yourself and then you can't breathe anymore. But like, I don't think that's
at least
worse
would
than
make
some
you
of the,
faint.
that's just suffocating, I guess. That's just like suffocating. These are like the worst things I've ever heard of. Starvation. Starvation I'm putting up there as well. There's
This is a
plenty of
brutal
worst
list,
things that can
Mahu.
happen. Strangling is up there.
Don't you pass out from
Strangling
freezing
again, you would
from
pass
the
out
smoke
before,
way
like
before
you would pass out before you did the brain damage to die. So like, sure. Buried alive, terrifying, but like, I feel like with buried alive, the thing that would get you is like carbon dioxide poisoning, right? Just like being in a car running in a garage. Eventually you would run out of oxygen and pass out before, like it would suck. You'd go crazy, but like
strangling could lead to
I feel like you would also pass out before you would die. And then you would go, like, I don't think it would be bad. I don't think it would be the worst. Poisoning, disturbing, but depending on the type of poison,
Fits good.
pretty quickly.
Okay, David.
Pretty quick.
Paradine.
Probably painful for a bit. Maybe you vomit blood. Maybe some, if it's long and slow poisoning over a long time, but like mildly disturbing, most likely a little bit of pain and then you go, right? Turning into a vampire and exposed to sunlight. I think acceptable. I think that's just like, that's like instantaneous. It'd be like, poof. So like, that's acceptable. Easy, gone. Disintegrate. It's just acceptable. Acceptable. If you're the one I think the people who watch you disintegrate are more scarred than you. Let's go for a fact. What do we know about disintegrating? You say, I don't feel very good. Brother, I would feel worse getting poisoned. If the worst you feel is, I don't feel very good before you die, that's like up there with the best ways to go. Airlock ejection. Disturbing, but also almost instant. Disturbing, but almost instant. Sure, maybe scary, but you're looking at like 10 seconds max. You go blind. You go blind almost instantly. Your body just goes, nope.
Peaceful.
It'd be gone. So I think that's also pretty acceptable down there. Fire ants. Fire ants to death. Fuck.
Also, you get to see.
It's not what fire ants aren't the worst. Isn't it like a bullet ant? Is the bullet ant the worst one?
Hate anything involving
But like enough fire ants to go. And what I'm imagining with fire ants is the old punishment where they would bury you up to your head in sand, cover you in honey by a fire ant nest, and just let them eat your, like, hell no. You know what? Yeah, hell no. 300 kick?
Oh, no!
Wait, the 300, the Leonidas kick? Killing the messenger from the Persian Empire? Mid. I don't know, you just
Cliff kick.
easy death.
death.
It's mid. I mean, the fear of falling would be fine, but like, there's worse ways to go. If anything, it's kind of like mildly disturbing, I guess. Falling doesn't seem that bad. Hunger Games? I don't know. Hunger Games. Mid. Burning? Hell is a better alternative. Although hell would be eternal burning. So is hell in eternal burning better than just burning?
would suck.
I feel like the Brazen Bull is more like burning alive than this one. I would but burning at the stake. Like when I think of burning, I think of the first Silent Hill movie where the woman gets like lowered with the things and then like roast from the inside. Like car shredder. Mildly disturb, that would hurt for like a bit, unless if you went in head first, gone, right? Instantaneous. But if it was like feet down, that would be mildly disturbing, but again, you'd go into shock almost instantly, and then it'd be fine. Medusa turning you into stone, disturbing but fine. Eaten by a titan, scary but fine. Scary but instantaneous, right? Scary but instantaneous. Midsummer cliff jump. Which cliff jumper? Cliff jumper 1 or cliff jumper 2? I'm putting this in mid again because it can either go one of two ways. Like Hanging Hunger Games Midsummer goes one of two ways.
Hail Satan!
Depends on how the Titan eats you. I disagree. They pick you up, they take a bite of the front half, gone. They take a bite of your bottom half, shock, feel nothing. Either way, it's the same instantaneous moment. Molten gold. That's got to be pretty painful. Like that would be like burning alive with extra steps. Or that'd be like getting badly burned, not just burned alive. So like maybe that's like burning, but worse. Table laser?
A crown for a king.
Table laser. Table laser? Like a James Bond death? Like going from your crotch up mid, I guess. I don't know how to describe that. That would be kind of badass. I don't know what a table laser means. 1,000 years of death? What the fuck does that mean? 10,000 years of death, but hell is eternal torment. So like hell is longer than that. Whatever, I'll put that down. I don't know what that means. Breaking wheel? Oh my god, no. Medieval torture devices? Hell no. Fuck no. Is that the one where like they put you on a wheel half in water and they constantly would drown you and then pull you on a rack and drown you, and like literally it was like every form of torture in one? Or was that just the wheel where they would just like rip your arms? Either way, no. The chair? Well, what are we talking about? Modern day The Chair or Green Mile? They didn't put a sponge on his head
years
chair.
of death is a weep thing.
Because the chair done accordingly, like a lethal injection, is just painless, instantaneous death. But if we're talking about the chair in like an evil prison scheme, like Green Mile situation, where like he feels it all, the sponge wasn't wet. Mid, but like I don't think that you could do that. Firing squad, mildly disturbing, but I mean, no. Gas chamber, mildly it's more disturbing than like the worst thing. Guillotine also acceptable. It would be like nothing up until the moment that it happens, you're gone. So like you don't feel pain, there's nothing. It would just be instant. So instantaneous, easy.
That's how I want to go.
Like, I mean, like these, like sometimes, but like
1,300
heel hauling,
Ha,
no.
ha, ha, ha.
Anything to do with like torture to death down here, right? Like this is all torture to death. Crucifixion is like torture, but it really is just like suffocation. It really is just suffocation at the end of the day, which like strangling is, there's worse tortures to do. Quartering and stoning, again, like, I feel like feeling your own body being ripped off in pieces is awful. Stoning is like, yeah, I think these.
At least I wouldn't feel my sciatica.
I'm tempted to even put Buried Alive in mid. Because like comparatively, Buried Alive is like, the worst thing is just the scared feeling of like being in the dark underground, right? Like eventually you don't die from just like being scared of the dark. Like eventually you just be like, oh no, I ran out of oxygen, and then you just sleep and then you're already buried. Like it's kind of mid. These others are like, same with strangling. It's kind of mid. Strangling, kind of mid. There's a reason Poe wrote about it so much. Yeah, it's a mental horror, but like being the mental horror compared to being keel hauled and being like ripped by barnacles underneath a boat until my body splits in half. I think I would rather just like go mentally crazy in a box and die. Cave deaths are a nightmare. Yeah, I'm not saying that the mental, again, Buried Alive, I think you, specifically Buried Alive as opposed to a cave or being buried in a big room with a lot of oxygen, you would run out of oxygen very quickly. Like you would be unconscious before you die. As opposed to being like, if you were in a big enough space where you would die of starvation in the dark alone, yes, that's a lot worse. But I would say being buried alive, like, you know, Beatrix Kiddo in Kill Bill,
knock you out.
the stereotypical being buried alive, it would be scary, but like, yes, the mental anguish, but again, the mental anguish of jumping off a cliff, the same. Like, you know what's coming eventually. It's mentally taxing, but physically, you're not getting sawed in half to death. Like, sawed in half to death, yeah, no, that's worse than buried alive. Getting stoned to death, you feel yourself dying. Buried alive, you're like, oh, I'm dying, I can't eat, and I'm sad and scared, and you would die. All of these are like physical pains. I would say starvation is worse than buried alive. If you were, but like, being trapped in a cave isn't being buried alive. Now we're getting pedantic. Unless it's like a cave in, but like, let's be real. When someone says you're buried alive, you're in a coffin buried 6 feet underground. Let's be like, when it says buried alive, you're not like, no one says, oh, I'm buried alive, I'm trapped in a cave in, or I'm buried alive, I was got too drunk and someone built me in, you know, a cellar of bricks with my cask of Amontillado. Like, it's not like, you know, it's not like this buried alive in that sense, but like buried in a coffin, sure, it's mental torture, it's something unimaginable, but like, I think I would rather be buried alive than fire ants buried up to my head where I can still breathe and have honey poured out and fire ants gnaw my flesh to death. Like, I'm sorry, buried alive is mid. Definitive. I have spoken. This is the truth. This is the way and the light. This is so fun. Oh boy. All right. I should get ready because I need to get ready to go still. I have a bunch of stuff that I need to get done, chat. I have a bunch of work that I need to do tonight. I have a bunch of chores that I have to do. I have a bunch of work that I need to get done. But I'm going to be live again on Saturday, friends. Saturday. If you missed it, Saturday, we're going to be talking. I have a sponsorship and we're doing a booty science theater.
Test these out.
And I have a booty science theater. This was so much fun, friends. Thank you all for letting me just, you know, yap at your face. No matter what you're doing, no matter what you're doing, no matter where you're at, how you're watching, how you're listening today, I always am so incredibly thankful for y'all being here tonight. I just, yeah, I'm so fortunate to have a community like you guys. So thank you very much. I really appreciate y'all.
Moderation time.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Thank you all for being here tonight. I'll be live again on Saturday. If you want to know exactly when on Saturday, 2:30 Pacific. But I also go live. I also ping my Discord, !Discord, if you want to get in. If you're not in there, I don't know who I'm ever speaking to watching my stream that doesn't know my Discord channel by now. But thank you all so much for being here today. I hope you all had a good Thursday. I hope we were able to make your day just a little bit better. Lord knows y'all made my day just a little bit better. So sorry it couldn't be a long one today, friends. We'll have a fun long stream on Saturday just in case. But thank you, everyone. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night. Say please and thank you. Do something good for someone else. Do something good for yourself. Be a nice person. Just a cheeky 3 hour. We've been doing some 5-hour streams lately, so a cheeky 3 hour, I feel pretty okay. I feel pretty okay about that. Would like to go longer, but I feel okay about that. Thank you for being here, friends. I hope y'all have a good rest of your night, homies. Take care of yourselves.